Everybody, welcome. Right, there's nobody here yet, so I'll just have a look who was pinging me on the phone. Oh, it's Chris asking where I am. We haven't changed the hours yet, Chris. We haven't changed the time yet. Oh, I can't be bothered with this phone. It's driving me nuts. Right, hi, Ben. Hi, Chrissy. I'm doing well, thank you very much, Ben. I'm just wondering, everybody's getting a bit confused tonight because the clocks have changed in America. But of course ours haven't until next weekend. That's when they change. So we're still the same as before. Hi, Melly. So I've got Miguel confused, but that's nothing unusual because Miguel is normally confused. So, hi, June. Yeah. So we're not worried too much about Miguel being confused as to what time it is. Hello, Angry Panda. Excuse me while I have a drink. A bit thirsty. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Miguel. Well, I had a bacon sandwich from the shop today because the kitchen's more or less sorted out, but we haven't got the gas hob connected and we haven't got the sink connected to the water and the mains. So we're a bit sort of at sixes and sevens here. We did think that we would be actually able to cook today, but it turns out to be wrong. Yeah, I know Chris was asking me where I was, sent me a message, where are you? I'm here. Not been anywhere, I'm here. Right, Ella. Hi, Amelia. I'm not praying, I'm just putting hand cream on. Right, that's good. Yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, Joe actually got to meet Miguel and had his photo took. So now I know what Miguel looks like. Hi, Trudy. You're not an incognito anymore, Miguel. You're a person with a face, and we all know what you look like now. Miguel has been a mystery for the last 18 months. Hi, Carol. Well, I'm glad you had a good time. I can't wait until I can go out again and sit in a cafe, people watching. It's been 12 months since I've been able to go. Well, we all know you're a troll, really. That was somebody else. You sent a doppelganger. I only me. If you were a man, well, I'm glad you just stated the fact that, if you were a man. No, Miguel is not mysterious anymore. No. Hi, Designs by Jean. Sorry, I just missed you. Hi, Carol. No, Miguel is not a man of mystery anymore. Miguel is a somebody. He's not a who knows anymore. He's a ha-ha. Gotcha. Hi, Chris. We haven't changed our time yet in the UK. It'll be next weekend, but after I've done my live. So, no, we haven't. You've had another time change in the US, but we haven't. It'll be not next weekend. It'll be the weekend afterwards that it'll be a time change, yeah, for you, for me. Hi, Denisha. I don't know why they have to do this time changing lark. It just makes us all confused. So I'll be the wrong time for you this week and the wrong time for you next week. But then the week after that, we should collide again. Yeah, back to normal again. Yeah. Yeah. I was putting the old makeup on when you pinged me, Chris. That's why you didn't get an answer. Yeah. I mean, we've been eating takeaways and the novelty is wearing off. Yeah. I never thought the novelty would wear off takeaway meals, but it's wearing off. Can't wait for a home cooked meal again. Yeah. Now we're getting the oven is working because that's electric, but the gas hob isn't working, so we can't do veggies. Yeah. And we can't wash dishes because the sink's not connected. So there's no water going to the sink and there's no drain. So trying to wash dishes in a little tiny cloakroom sink. You got bumped out of chat? Well, it wasn't any of us, I can tell you. A gas hob. It's the cooker, where you cook with gas. The burners, whatever you call them. Yeah. I don't know what you call them. We call them a gas hob. So, burritos, no. Miguel might have had burritos, but I certainly didn't. I had Chinese. I used to love Chinese, but I'm getting a bit sick of it. It's not a gas stove because it doesn't have an oven underneath it. A gas stove to us is the whole shebang. The top bit and the oven bit all in gas. When it's just the top part like that, it's a hob. We call it a gas hob, yeah. It's an electric stove or an electric oven with a top oven or grill, yeah. But it's gas to cook with for your vegetables, yeah. I certainly didn't have burritos. I don't like burritos. The takeaways only meat are not bad around here. It's just that when you've had them for a fortnight, it just gets a bit, yeah. The ovens are on the opposite side there in the units, Once it's finished, I'll show you a photograph or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Esther. The weather's not too good today. It was a bit windy, so. Mm-hmm. Hi, Jill. Hi. I believe you met the elusive Miguel. And now we all know what he looks like. Hey. Yeah, the oven is electric and that's set into the units in the wall. And then the gas is set onto the countertop. So you're cooking on the countertop with your gas when you're boiling pans and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Miguel cannot hide. Everybody knows what Miguel looks like now. What we want now is Trev. We need to know what Trev looks like, yeah? Yes, we've got a good fish and chip shop just round the corner. It's not bad. It's not quite as good as Prestwich, but it's very, very close, yeah. Chrissy's got a picture of himself on his, although it's only a side view, profile, do they call it? A profile. Yeah. Oh, you missed the picture of Jill and Miguel. Well, that's Janisha. People who are not on Facebook miss a lot, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's no other way we can do it. I've got coffee, but I'm really, really thirsty. I've been thirsty ever since my bacon sandwich at lunch. Not lunch, but breakfast. This was a range. We had a range, big thing that was in here. And you had to bend down to get to the oven and bend down to get to the grill, and they didn't work very efficiently. So it's gone. Yeah. You've not had a haircut in a year. Well, it won't be short then anymore now, will it? Yes, I went out on my scooter. I went down to Cleveland's earlier this week. It was lovely going down, and it absolutely blew me to bits coming back. I was freezing coming back. I had to get my seat cover and my shawl and wrap it around my legs. I was cold coming back. Yeah. So I'm going to have to dig out my little winter cozy. I know it's not winter, but it's blooming cold on the front. It's lovely when the wind's behind you, because I've got a high back on my scooter, so I don't feel it, you know. But when I turn around and I'm like into the wind coming back home again, that is so cold I start shivering. I can't cope. Monday, my log fire's coming. It won't be in on Monday. They'll be doing the surround bit and the flue, and then maybe it'll be Tuesday when they fit it. Yeah, and my shed. Thursday was the second day they've given us, so fingers crossed that the shed does actually arrive on Thursday. Yeah. Hi, Kaz. Yes, you're all here. Yes, you're here. Oh dear. Yeah, they keep trying to get me. I'm sure they're trying to get rid of me. You know, they keep saying it's nice today. Go out. It's nice today. Go out. It's cold. It's not nice today. It's cold. I had another little lecture today about you're staying in too much. You're vegetating. You need to get out more. I'll get out more when I want to get out more. I'm not going out when it's cold. I keep telling them that. Yeah, my second delivery date, yeah. You had your first vaccine. I was really lucky with my vaccine, the first one. I knew I don't want my luck with the second. I woke up with a headache, really banging headache, and I thought, went to the bathroom, came back, get back in bed again. And then when I woke up the second time, the headache was gone. Yeah. I hope she didn't break her eggs on the way home, Jill. Oh, gosh, they've been married, 16, 17 years now. If they want some romantic time, they'll have to wait. Yes, yeah, they keep wanting me to go out more. I thought you said you were going to go out more. I said, yeah, when the weather's nice, I'll go out more. When the weather's sunny, I'll be out all the time, but I'm not going out when it's cold. No, I feel the cold, something really bad. Really badly, I feel the cold. So, I was a bit tired, but then again, I can't say it was the injection that made me tired, because I'm just tired anyway. I was tired, yeah. So, ooh, Jill stripped and went to bed. Woo! That sounds very erotic, Jill. No, it goes. I just get so cold that I can't warm up. You know, when you get really, really cold, and I can't help it. It's just, I don't know whether it's my diabetes. I never used to be like this. But when I feel cold, I mean, now I've got more layers than an onion. Aline said, wear more layers. If I wore more layer, I'd be bottling. Because I've got so many layers on. Yeah. And I've got my shed, I'll be out more. No, I'm not sitting in my shed. Whew, it's cold out there in that shed. Besides which, I won't have a light or a plug for a while, so I can only go out in the daylight, and I'll be sorting it out anyway for ages. I haven't got a shed like Jill's got a shed. There won't be room for me to sit in it, and do crafting in it. No. Yeah. Yeah. I just could not get warm after I've been out on the scooter. I'm just, once I start to shiver inside, not shiver kind of outside, you know what I mean? When I say I shiver inside, you can't actually see the shivers, but I'm not like, but the shivers are inside me. I'm that cold. I never used to be like this. It's old age, diabetes, whatever the heck it is. I don't know. Hi, Ethan. Hi. I suppose we all change, don't we? Hi, Dinas. As we get older, things happen to us. We don't like it. Arian said, you're going to vegetate. He said, you're going to be stuck. So you're not going to be able to move if you don't move soon. Yeah. As soon as the sun's out, Chris, I'll be out of here because it's cold in here. It's warmer outside, if you know what I mean, when it's sunny. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that was wrong. That hotel took the booking online and then they said that she didn't have a booking. That was naughty. Somebody gave her room away. Yeah. I don't know. I just want to be able to go out somewhere. I had another email from the two ladies who run a knitting group, usually saying that they're hoping to get a new room in, so we'll all be able to meet up in April. I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, I've got a GoPro, but I still haven't got it. I still haven't got it to work yet. You know how dumb I am with anything new. Absolutely dumb. Yeah. Yeah, my wood burner. Ooh, yes. I'll do my finger pulse. My fingers are usually so cold that I don't actually register on this finger pulse thing. Your heart rate and your finger pulse. Sometimes it doesn't register at all. And other times it goes crackers. Other times it tells me I've got a heartbeat of like 140 or something. At the moment it's saying I don't have a heartbeat. Oh, I do. I've got 97% oxygen level, which is good for me. And I've got a heartbeat of 81, which is quite average, I think, quite good. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about this group, actually, because they don't sound all that. Oh, no, I've had that lamp since I was at Mountnside, because that used to belong to my next door neighbour, Julie, the one who passed away. So, yeah. No, the group that I don't know, I know I'm being awful, but when they say things to me like, can you crochet for me reborn dolls? And I've got them in baskets in the lounge, and I'm like, are you really my kind of people? And she said she can't get the hang of crocheting and knitting really well, and she's tried and she can't. And I'm like, oh, really? Really, really? Do I really want to go to this group? I will go. If I don't like it, I'll only go once. I wish I had a craft group on Zoom, Carol. Yeah. I used to have my friends on Zoom. We used to Zoom every Wednesday lunchtime, and boy, did I ever look forward to it. And for some reason or another, they don't do it anymore. Yeah, and I just wish they did. They meet once a week, this group, Jill. So, yeah, I don't want to have to be a tutor. Yeah. If there's somebody who's tried to crochet many times and not managed it, it doesn't sound like she's a great candidate, does it? You know what I mean? Maybe I'm maligning the lady, but I shall just point her in the general direction of a few YouTube videos and, tell her to start with a big thick hook and a big chunky wool. Yeah. A lot of people make the mistake of trying to learn to crochet with a little skinny hook and a little skinny thread, because their grandma used to make mats, so they want to crochet like grandma. And I'm like, no, get a big hook, get some chunky wool, learn all the stitches before you go fine, yeah? My reborn doll is in a box. It's a lovely little thing. It is a pretty little thing, and it looks real. But I don't want it in a basket in my lounge. It's in a box. Yeah. I think it's sort of a bit weird that she's got 3 and she dresses them up like babies and she wants to buy clothes for them and she goes to the charity shop and all that. Oh, no, no, no. My doll doesn't have a second set of clothes. It just got the clothes it arrived in. It's not... yeah, who's just come in? Sorry, who's just come in? Who did I miss? Did I miss you, Jane? Did you miss you? God, can you imagine? My son thinks I'm weird because I want a doll's house. Yeah. But if I started with the doll, he would think I'd gone completely gone crazy. Yeah. Oh, it's you, Denise, right? Bye. And hi, Connie. I knew somebody had crept in and I missed them. Yeah. Sorry about that. It wasn't on Poise. Yeah. No, I would like to go to meet people, but I just got a funny feeling about this woman, She's a bit weird. She might be okay when I get there. It might just be a whatever. When she wants me to crochet things for a doll, I'm like, no. A doll is a doll, Jill, but when they treat them like they're a real baby, that's what creeps me out. I've got a doll. I've got like a American Girl doll, But I got it because it's like a work of art. It's a beautiful thing. It's got a lovely little face and wrinklets and stuff, yeah. But, it's a doll, isn't it? Yeah. People think I'm very outgoing, and I'm not really when I'm in a situation where I don't know people. Yeah. I don't like going into a room on my own when I don't know anybody that's there. I find it very difficult to do that sort of thing. If I know I'm going to meet somebody I already know, Miguel, that is different. Like if I was going to meet Jill, or if I was going to meet somebody that I knew on here. But when you're walking into you've only spoken to somebody via an email, You don't know what they look like. You don't know what they actually are like. That's when I find it difficult, yeah. But no, I could quite happily walk in a room if I knew that all of you were all like, say, in our wildest imaginations, if we weren't all over the place and we weren't in different counties, countries, whatever, if it was possible that we all met up in a room, I could walk in that room and you could say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other. That'd be fine. I'd be okay to meet you all. But to go into a room where I don't know anybody and I'm on my own, I find it very difficult, yeah. I mean, Sue was the same. She only came to the knitting group that I was in because I was there. And she actually knew what I looked like because she'd seen me on YouTube or something, yeah. So she didn't feel, she said she could have never walked in to that group if I hadn't have been there, yeah. Yeah. No, I want a doll's house because I think I told you. I absolutely adored my doll's house, but my mum decided one day when I was at school, without asking me, I was too big for a doll's house. And she got rid of it without asking, without telling me. And I was heartbroken because my dad had made me that doll's house. And I thought the world of it. And ever since then, I've wanted a doll's house. So last year, I was finally in a financial position. Well, not really, but I made myself in a financial position to buy a doll's house. Anyway, the doll's house I've got, it isn't what I wanted. It's like a little girly doll's house, whereas I wanted one that looks more like a Georgian doll's house, more like an adult version of a doll's house. So we've bought one, a fixer-upper. Sue's got it up in Scotland because that's where it was. So when it comes down, I shall do my fixing-upper. So that's what I shall be doing this summer. I shall be doing up a doll's house. Yeah, so that will be my task this summer. My mother threw everything away that she thought I didn't want anymore. But she never asked me first. Yeah. She never said, is it okay if I give this away? She did ask me with certain things, and I gave away my doll's pram quite happily because she'd asked me, did I want to play with it anymore? And I said, no, I'm too big for it now. That was fine, yeah. But she just did not ask me about the doll's house, and she didn't ask me about a lot of my dolls that she did give away, yeah. Yeah, I've still got some of my mum's knitting needles, although she knitted on short needles, so I didn't really keep a lot of them. How's the house coming along? The kitchen is almost finished. We're waiting for the plumber to come back to link up. We can't use the sink at the moment, and we can't use the gas hob because they're not linked together. But the actual fixtures and fittings are in. We won't have the flooring in until the second week of April. Yeah, I think that's why I'm a bit of a hoarder, Chris, is because my mother threw everything that, and my ex-husband was a little bit like that. He would just, oh my goodness me, what the heck was that? Something fell over upstairs. Hope everybody's all right. That was a real crash bang wallop. We'll find out. Is everything okay?
I don't know, was there somebody at the door?
No, it was a big bang and crash. And
Where was it?
I thought it was upstairs, but maybe it was down here.
I thought it was somebody at the door.
No? Maybe it was next door throwing something in the bin. I don't know, but it sounded like something falling over. I don't think it'd be anything in the kitchen because everything's screwed down, isn't it? I thought it was coming from upstairs. I thought it was something that had dropped upstairs. The door's not at the door.
Pardon?
Yeah, it could be. It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Don't know what it was. We decided it might be something that fallen over outside. It was a right bang. Yeah. They thought it was somebody at the door. It's the ghost of the mouse. No, it would be a big mouse if it was a ghost of the mouse. Yeah, I thought it was either Poppy or somebody knocking something over, but apparently not. No. It's a little bit windy, but I wouldn't have thought it was that windy. It just sounded like something falling over. I thought they'd knocked something down upstairs. They thought it sounded as though it was down here, and I thought it sounded like it was upstairs. Yeah, it could have been a bin. Yeah, but it's not that windy actually, Kaz. So I don't know what it was. I'm sure it was nothing. I don't think it'd be anything, too bad. Might have been outside. It might have been somebody throwing something in a bin or something. It sounded more like it was inside the house, though. It was at your house, was it?
Just some wood that's fell over outside.
Oh, is that what it was? That's okay then. It was some wood that was propped up outside that's fallen over. Thank goodness for that, yeah. You heard the bang as well, did you, Carol? It was loud, wasn't it? I thought somebody had fallen over. Because their bedroom's above, but I knew they weren't in the bedroom. They're in their lounge, which is at the back of the house. So, but I thought it might be Poppy knocking something down, yeah. Mystery solved. It's nothing. I'm still so dry and so thirsty. How can you be so thirsty after a bacon sandwich, which was like about 10 o'clock this morning? Well, Poppy does the stairs still. Yeah, still. Yeah, Arian took a video of her the other day, galloping across the sand. He goes, not bad for an almost 14-year-old. She was running like heck after this ball. She went for a swim accidentally the other day. A ball went in like a rock pool, and she was like messing. And Arian said, don't be such a wimp, get in and get it, So she jumped in this little rock pool and she went straight down. It was a deep rock pool. So she was swimming. Luckily she can swim. Otherwise it would have been Poppy going down for the third time. My Arian would have got her out. He would have yanked her out. He would not have let her drown. No, nobody was hurt, Kaz. It was just some wood that, from the old kitchen that was outside still. We've had most of this stuff taken away. Most of the, the old kitchen is gone. Around here, you have to pay for it to be taken away. Yeah. Is Nathan here? No, not yet. He's probably still eating those 2 big jars of pickles that he bought the other day. Yeah. It's a wonder Joe hasn't left him. 2. He had 1 big jar of pickles. We're talking a big jar of pickles. Oh, thank goodness for that. You gave that cactus away. Did you see that picture that Miguel put about some idiot that painted his caravan, his trailer with a cactus. That was sabotage, that was. Fancy painting a perfectly good trailer with cactus. That was just desecration, that was. I'm a bit of a wimp at times. I just make sure the doors are locked. If it happens outside, I'll just not listen. Yeah. Oh, keep your cactuses to yourself. Somebody sent me a picture of a cactus hat the other day, and I'm like, oh, God, is that you, Miguel? But it wasn't. It was somebody else. They must know how much I love cactus. My mother bought me one when I was a kid. I killed it. I overwatered it and killed it, so, yeah. I just wanted something that did something. You know, when you're a kid and somebody gives you a cactus and you're looking at it day after day after day, year after year, and it doesn't do anything. You know, I wanted a plant that flowered or something, or grew a bit, or, you know, had leaves that grew. You don't give a kid a cactus, do you? You know what I mean? What was my mother thinking about? Hi, Steve. You know, she takes away my doll's house and gives me a cactus. You know, what kind of mother is that? Yeah, but you have to wait forever. When you're a child, you want something that grows, don't you? You need something that sprouts up and grows a leaf, and you can go, oh, look, there's a leaf. Oh, hello there. Here she comes. Here she comes. Hello, Pop. Hello, Poppy. Hello, darling. There she goes. That's a beautiful girl. Aren't you a beautiful girl? We thought you'd fallen over. We did. Thought you'd fallen over. Poppy, look up. Yeah, we thought you'd fallen over. Everybody was worried about you. Yeah, can you see how beautiful her house is? With my paint samples on the wall. Behind all that, you can just about see the fireplace, and that is what's going to be changed on Monday. We'll have to move everything that's there. And the two boxes there are television tables. The black thing behind is my new TV that isn't up yet. The flowers on top there, daffodils and that, are what I got for Mother's Day. The paint on the wall is what I'm choosing. I'm choosing number 2 to go with my wallpaper. Now Poppy said hello, she's probably gone now. She doesn't stay. A good guard dog, she is. Yeah, she is when she wants to be. That's all I'll say about her. Here. Hi, Amelia. When she hears anything, she will bark, but like she didn't bark when that noise happened. She'll bark when there's somebody at the door. She goes potty when there's somebody rings the doorbell. But once they come in the house, you know, she's, oh, hello, how are you? How nice to see you all, yeah. And the plumber across the road, like, he comes in and out like he belongs. She doesn't even bat an eye when he comes in. You know, he could run away with the whole house and she wouldn't bother because she's so used to him. Oh, I don't know whether we'll ever see Trevor. Do you think we ever will? I don't know whether, I don't know whether he's shy or what. We've never seen Trevor. Oh, do you like it? Yeah. It's one of my, I like this one, yeah. It reminds me very much like of, you know, the Flapper Girls, the 1920s or something like that. I just like it. I've got hair all over my jacket now. I've got my thick frock on today because it was, yeah. Now I've got to go and shut the blooming door again. Poppy's great at coming in, but she's not very good at going out, yeah. Excuse me. And I've got to pick my dress up, my frock up. because it's too long. Yeah, we all have our own thoughts of what people look like. Yeah, because Miguel doesn't look like I thought he did. Weird, isn't it? Well, Mr. Marsh won't because of his job. He doesn't want. You don't think you look like you thought you did. No, I don't look like I thought I did. I thought I was 25 and young and slender with a lovely figure. And hey ho, who's this old crone that looks back at me from the mirror that goes, ha 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 ha. Not what I thought I did. Yeah. No, I always get a shock when I see myself. Shop security cameras and that, when you see yourself on there, and I think, who's that shuffling old lady? And I think, oh God, it's me. I don't think I'm a shuffling old lady, Oh no, voices are deceptive. When I was young, I worked in a bank and we had a guy, I can say his name because he's probably passed away by now. He was called Yves Champeau and he was a chef. And he had the most sexy French accent. And I was 17. There's my steam, look from my flask. I was 17 and I thought, oh, he must be like one of these French singers, like Alain Delon and people like that. Sacha Distel. And I used to chat to him on the phone. I was like swooning. And they all used to pull my leg saying, oh, Yves Champeau is going to... No, Champeau. C-H-A-M. Where are we going? Champeau, yeah. And one day he came in. And he was like Humpty Dumpty. He was dead small, bald, and fat. And I'm like, yeah, found the flask. And I was like, that's Yves Champeau. Such a disappointment. Yeah. Yeah. So I thought, oh, that's the last time I'll think voices are gorgeous. Still, never mind. I was only 17 and very impressionable. Yeah, he was like Danny DeVito. He was about the same size, yeah, but bald. And fat like chefs are, yeah. I don't know why I never imagined him being fat, even though he was a chef. Yeah, he'll be long gone now, because, he must have been in his 50s when I was 17, so he'll be long, long gone now. Yeah. Oh gosh, radio voices. I love listening to the plays on the radio, because if you can, listen to a play being read on the radio, your imagination takes over. This is why I like books, and I'm always so disappointed when the film comes out and they don't choose a heroine or a hero that matches my imagination. And I'm like, that is not how I imagined them at all. Yeah. No. It's, yeah. You can really get into a book that's being read, can't you, when you can't see, the person reading it? Yeah. You know what I mean? You just hear the voice, and they maybe have a nice voice, and they, lovely speaking voice and things like that. And they're reading this book. I mean, when I was young, there wasn't TV. That's how old I am, yes. There wasn't TV. And we used to have, serials and plays and things on the radio. And I used to get really into them. I remember one called Journey into Space. I mean, now it would be so hackney and so, what's it? Then there was another one that was Quatermass's Pit. And that was so scary because it was being read on the radio. And I mean, they did try to put it on the TV and it was pathetic. It wasn't even scary at all. But when I was, listening to it on the radio, I was like, ooh, eyes like, saucers, Yeah, my coffee's steaming. Look at that. Look at the steam coming off that coffee. Look at that misty look. It's what they do, isn't it, to aging film stars. They put them on fuzzy focus. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to do that. I'll have to put Vaseline over the over the lens of the camera. Or you put a little what they used to do with the aging film stars, like put a bit of netting or something, over so the camera wouldn't see them. And I mean, they'd have no chance, would they, now with this 3D? The HD, whatever they have on the television these days, shows every darn wrinkle, doesn't it? They've got no chance. But I mean, a lot of these film stars, we're talking long before facelifts and things, they used to have, tape pulling them up. Yeah, I could do with that, couldn't I? Those grippers, that go behind your ears. And then I'll have to wear my hair down. Yeah. There was one film star, she used to have a silver chain, very fine silver chain, underneath her chin that went up to her ears that held her chin up. Couldn't get away with it now. The camera never lies these days, does it? Yeah. But they still do it because, I mean, like Jane Fonda, I mean, the advert she does for that rosy glow face stuff. I mean, good grief, she's had about 3 facelifts anyway. And if you look at it's very fuzzy. The TV is very fuzzy when she's on. The camera's very kind to her, let's just say. Oh gosh, yeah. If you had to be on the BBC, the radio, they all talk very, very posh. Yeah. Oh, what do you mean, Bedlam? Yeah. Miguel watched a video on a hospital called Bedlam, and he couldn't understand why we say, when the kids are running around making a lot of noise and they're being silly and all that, we say, oh, it's Bedlam in here. Yeah, Bedlam. It's kind of like a word over here. Yeah, I wouldn't like to lie like that, really, Jill. I mean, this camera's more fuzzy than my other camera. My other camera's sharp, so I don't look, it shows all the wrinkles and that, yeah. I have bought some new cosmetics today. Look at the size of that. Look how tiny that is. Blur primer. Honestly, it's even smaller when you open up the box. And that's my retinol. I'm trying to get rid of the wrinkles and the lines, trying to blur them in a bit. Bit of a waste of time, but you have to try, don't you? I have to try. With my oils and my whatnots and my night creams and my day creams, you have to do something, don't you? Yeah, Lucille Ball. Yeah, they probably did. They probably had gaffer tape or something holding it up. I mean, look at that. Takes years off you, don't it, if you hold it up like that. And then you let go and it goes. I don't remember the 40s. I remember some of the 50s, but I was only little when I was in the 50s. The movie Before You Go to Bed, yeah. Yorkshire puddings. I am not much good at that. My mother was a daban with the Yorkshire pudding. You've got to make sure your fat is really, really hot before you put them in. You put your bun tray or whatever it is, it's got to be in the oven and it's got to be smoking hot before you pour the batter in. Otherwise they don't work. Yeah. You can't pour it in like an ordinary cold cake tray, whatever, and put it in the oven. They don't work. Yeah, I can remember my mum. She used to. It's like me with my roasted potatoes. People love my roasted potatoes, but I use lard, which is a big gone into these other people. And I also put the thing on top of the hob and get the fat really spitting hot. And I parboil my potatoes and shake them, to give them a bit of a rough edge. Then I put them in and they are so lovely and crispy. People who use oil, people who use olive oil, you're never going to get your roasted potatoes nice if you're using oil. No. Yeah, don't open the oven door while you're cooking your Yorkshires, otherwise they'll go flat as a pancake. I love lard. And I know there won't be any lard in this house, I tell you. No. No, there won't be any lard. No such stuff like that. No. Can't beat a bit of lard. Fried eggs, lard, great. Don't like it in oil. Yeah, goose fat is great for roasted potatoes. There won't be any of that in here either. If they go away for a fortnight, that's the first thing I'll do is go and buy some lard. I tell you. Yeah, there'll be a lot of things I shall buy when I need. Yeah, beef dripping. Oh gosh, yeah. My dad used to love beef dripping. He used to save we always used to save, the meat juices and put them in an old cup. My mum had an old cup that the handle broken off it. And that was like the fat cup, if you know what I mean. She used to always pour the juices, the fat bit off meat, because it's very hard to make gravy anymore with these juices that you get off meat these days, because it's all that runny into it, yeah. But she used to put it in there, let it go hard, and of course the fat at the top went hard, and then she used that bit, yeah. I want a proper chip. There's no chance of us ever having a proper chip pan. There's no chance of us ever having proper chips here, I tell you. Yeah. I bought an electric fryer thing, but it was no good. Rubbish for chips. Can't beat an old-fashioned chip pan, but they're not allowed anymore now. Well, there's supposed to be a fire hazard, aren't there? Yeah, lard and dripping, you can't beat it, Pauline, no. Yeah. Oh, you did a live on your own, did you? Oh, good. Oven chips are dry and horrible. You can't beat chippy chips or proper chips. I don't like dry chips. Another thing we don't have here, gravy. I love a bit of gravy. I like gravy all over. I love my gravy. Oh, I don't think I want dripping on toast, but yeah, lard. You have to get lard to make chips, yeah. Oven chips are just not right at all. Oh, we've got chippies open round here, Mr. Marsh. Yeah, we got chippies. Crochet at my house. See, I've missed everybody's videos. Missed everybody's videos. What's wrong with wonky vegetables? There's nothing wrong with wonky vegetables, is there, Mr. Marsh? Air fryers. Ugh. No, a good old-fashioned chip pan. Bring back chip pans. We should have a campaign. Bring back real chips. You know, like people have these campaigns, bring back real ale. We should have this, bring back real chips. Why are we talking about food? But that was Miguel's fault, because Miguel met up with Jill today and went to, no, yesterday, sorry, and went to an Italian restaurant. So that's how come we got started on food. Yeah. Proper chip butter with, it's got to be with butter though. You can't have anything else but butter on your bread. No horrible wagon fatty margarine, yeah. When we was kids, all our vegetables were sort of wonky. You know, you didn't complain if your carrot wasn't perfectly straight, you know. Carrots used to go round corners and stuff like that. You used to get carrots that had 2 legs on them, you know, carrots that looked a bit rude. You know, potatoes that were... I mean, my mother used to complain that she said she was paying for the dirt on the potatoes because they used to come straight out of the ground. And they were full of clods of dirt and everything. By the time you'd scraped all the dirt off them, you only had half of the potatoes. Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, you've got to have butter in a baked potato. Yeah. Got to have butter. I love a baked potato, but not done in the microwave. No. I might start it off in the microwave, but it's got to go in the oven till the outside's crispy. Yeah. What's the first thing we'll do? Go to a cafe and sit and people watch. That's the first thing I will do. Yeah. That's what I will do. You're going to give somebody a hug? Yeah, I don't have need to hug, Mr. Marsh. Although I've got the family here, haven't I? Meet my niece. That's a must. I must meet my niece. But go to a cafe is the first thing before I meet anybody. Go to a cafe. Not that I'm missing the coffee or whatever. Just to actually sit in a cafe and people watch. Yeah, that's what I would want to do. Yeah. God. Yeah, you can't go around hugging the kids, can you? Well, not at school anyway. Yeah. I love people watching. I do. When I used to go on holiday, I used to like to sit by the pool and guess what people did for a living. You were invariably wrong, but you'd build a little story about Mr. and Mrs. over there. Yeah. And you'd even give them a name. You know, you'd think, yeah, they look like a Doris and a Bert or something. And he looks like he's a chemist or something like that. Yeah, I love to make backstories about people. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was when you realise you are getting older. Well, I mean, I know I've been older for a long time, but I do love to people watch. Sure, you know, closely followed by staring at the things in somebody else's supermarket trolley and trying to guess if they're single, married, by what they've got in the trolley or if they've got kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? Looking at their own microwave meals, you think, they're single. Yeah, they're single. you know, and they've got big bags of everything, big bags of crisps and that. You think, oh, they've got kids, yeah. Yeah. I like to do that as well, Kaz, yeah. Take the potato out the skin, mash it up, put it back in, yeah. People watching is really fun. I think it's fun. It's not boring at all watching people go by. And what I miss and all is listening to parts of people's conversations on the bus or the tram or the train, wherever you happen to be. And you're sitting behind somebody and they're talking about one of their neighbours or somebody that they both know. And they get really, into it. Oh, she's no better than she should be and all this sort of stuff. And that's fully missed. But that's what I used to. And then sometimes you're wishing you didn't have to get off the bus because you like listening to this conversation. And, you're thinking, oh my God, I never know the end of this story because I've got to get off the bus before they do. You're thinking, is it worth it to keep on the bus just a bit longer to find out what the conversation is and then get the bus back the other way? And then you think, no, I haven't got time for that. I'll have to get off at my proper stop. Yeah. But I just love hearing snippets of people's conversations and you're like, whoa, Yeah. We used to have a party line on the phone. We didn't want one, but it was the only way we could get a phone at first. And my dad used to pick it up and there'd be these people having a conversation or something. So, one day they were talking about somebody, really ripping into them. And then my dad's like, oh, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's okay. And they're going, somebody's listening in. And they're going, who is it? And he says, you know that woman you're talking about? Well, I'm her husband. And they put the phone down and my dad said, that got rid of him. I can make my phone call now. Yeah. You've got posh buses in Reading, yeah. Yeah. I can remember wearing skirts so tight that I had to bunny hop onto a bus. They were high up used to get on at the back of the bus in those days, not the front where the drivers used to get on at the back of the bus. And I used to have to bunny hop on because I had high heels on and straight skirts, and I couldn't climb on. Hi, Nathan. And yeah, that was how we used to get on and off the bus. We used to bunny hop. Yeah, skirts were so tight back in the day. Mine had a nice little figure, even if I'm bragging, I did have a nice little figure when I was younger. Proper hourglass, proper shaping, little waist, nice hips. I used to get loads of wolf whistles when I was younger. Not for the boat race, not for the face, but for the way I looked like from the back mostly. Oh God, and we used to bunny hop off the bus as well, even when it was going, yeah. When it was going round the corner, you'd swing off and jump off because it was nearer to where you were going, then you stop, yeah. Yeah. And when you run like caricatures because you have to kick your legs out to the side because your skirt was so tight. Oh my God, Miguel, I used to wear 4-inch heels or 5-inch heels. And I used to go to work and work all day. And people used to say to me, you'll have a bad back doing that. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yeah. But I tell you what, I could walk in my heels. I used to have the Marilyn Monroe sway in my heels. When I was a teenager, I practiced up and down the house, up and down the stairs in my big high heels so that I wouldn't make a fool of myself when I was out in the street. Nowadays, these kids today, they cannot walk in heels. They can't walk in heels at all. Have you ever watched them? Have you seen them when they're out? Especially when they've had a drink. They're all over the place. Heels are everywhere. It's wonder they don't break their ankles. They cannot walk in the high heels. And they insist. Oh, because they made you look good, Miguel. When you're 17, yeah, when you're 17, it's all about how you look. Yeah, you have to have nice clothes on. You have to have your nice shoes on. The girls today who slop about in a pair of trainers. It's no good. They don't look good. They're not sexy at all. Women of my generation, I'm not bragging now, but we were sexy. We knew how to dress. We knew how to walk nice. We knew how to parade, if you know what I mean. Girls today, yeah. Oh, that's sad, Kaz, yeah. Oh, some of the girls in high heels today, honest to God. RuPaul does better, doesn't he? Eh? RuPaul's girls, walk better in heels than some of the real girls do, yeah. Oh my God, we did take pride in our appearance. We would never go out the house unless we were just tip top. Today, they look as though they've just never made any effort. Some of them don't even look as though they've had a wash. You know, they go out at night in what they've been slopping about the house in all day long. And they go, well, what's wrong? I'm just being myself. And I used to think, you look so scruffy. I had a friend once who, she used to go to work and I said, I'm not being funny, but you look like you're the cleaner. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, you do not look like you're going to work in an office. You just look like the cleaner. They expect you to pick the mop bucket up on your way in. And she goes, why? I said, you're wearing tracksuit bottoms, you're wearing blinking trainers, and you're working in an office. Come on, look like it, yeah. Yeah. Oh, today's makeup. Oh. Tangoed like somebody we know who was once in power. Why do they have to have big slugs for eyebrows? Yeah? Why? Why is it I spent years trying to get rid of a monobrow, yeah. Exactly, they can't walk, can they? Yeah, those big sluggy eyebrows, that look like caterpillars crawling across. Why is that fashionable to have big bushy eyebrows? Well, I shall never know the reason. Never know the reason. There has to be a reason, but I don't know what it is. Oh, God. Yeah, caterpillar brows, yeah. Yeah, they get tattooed eyebrows tattooed on, don't they? They're going to regret that, aren't they, when they're older? People who have eyeliner tattooed on and they have eyebrows tattooed on, they're going to regret that when they get my age and they look silly. Absolutely silly with big black eyeliner tattooed on. It's not a good look, is it? And what's with all these 3-inch lashes? This big fur lashes. Oh, tattoos, yeah. Oh, those lips, yeah. My eyebrows are disappearing, but I just put a bit of pencil on them, yeah. I don't mind tasteful tattoos, but I have to confess, I don't like a lot of women with tattooed sleeves, and you see them, don't you, on these shows sometimes trying on a wedding dress, and I'm like, you're just ruining that wedding dress. You're supposed to look really nice on your wedding day, and you've got a sleeve full of tattoos. Put a long sleeve frock on, for goodness sake, for your wedding day. Or cover it up with cover up. Yeah. It doesn't look nice. They're trying to look feminine and pretty in a beautiful white dress full of sequins and lace. They've got tattoos all down their arm. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hello, Tammy. I don't have any tattoos now. No. I've never really wanted one. It's not that I'm just anti-tattoos. It's just I'm anti-tattoos for me. I just never wanted one. It's never been one of my burning urges to have a tattoo. Yeah. No, mine, I plucked mine. Oh, mine used to meet in the middle. And they were really thick eyebrows. I used to hate them. I used to spend all my life tweezering them out. Now they don't grow much now, but then that's just part of the course. And as you get older, your hair comes off your head and it goes off your eyebrows, and it doesn't go off your chin, unfortunately. If I had to have a tattoo, I'd probably just get a flower or something small, or a little bird or something. Nothing big. I wouldn't want a big tattoo. And I wouldn't want it anywhere where it was showing all the time, yeah. If I had to have one, I'd have it where it was hidden most of the time. That I would know it was there, but nobody else would, one of those tattoos, yeah. I wouldn't want it on my back or on my waist or anywhere like that, because I wouldn't be able to see it, because I can't get my head around that way. Don't want to have a mirror to look at my tattoo. Yeah. Good night, Carol. My son has lots and lots of tattoos, sadly. And my daughter-in-law does too. He never had one when he lived with me. But as soon as he left home, first thing he did was cover himself in tattoos, yeah. My niece got one on her back. They call it like a tramp tattoo, don't they? Just above your pant line. And she had like a sun. She had it covered over because she bitterly regretted it. Okie dokie. Bye, Mr. Marsh. We had, she really, I think she had it. Yeah, tramp stamp, that's what they call them. She had it to be a rebel, I think, when she was about 18, and then she regretted it. I mean, now she's got a flower. Oh, those people who tattoo their eyeballs. And I tell you what, I cannot stand those piercings through their nose. They look like they've got snot coming out their nose, don't they? Those ring things with bubbles on. To me, I just want to take them out. They look stupid. Take them out. And bolts through eyebrows and bolts through lips and bolts through the nose, and why? Ta-ta for now is TTFN. That's what it means. Ta-ta for now, yeah. Tongue piercings. They oh God, people get all kinds of infections from tongue piercings, don't they? Because you think of all the food. I think I know what's coming next, Kaz. Yeah, we're waiting to see what it is, Kaz. I know it'll say welcome, yeah. Yeah, welcome to Jamaica. Have a nice day, yeah. I knew that was coming. I once had a date with a guy, and he told me that he had his pierced with a ring, and I thought, well, that's the end of that romance. Nope, don't want to know. Thank you. Go away. We are never going to get to that stage. Go away. So it was a very, very quick one date. Yeah, no, thank you. Can you imagine having, anything personal pierced? No. Can't imagine that. Hygiene reasons. That's immediately the first thing that leaps into my mind. Hygiene reasons. Is why I wouldn't want anything pierced. Especially that tongue or that bit. Yeah. I didn't want to imagine it, Miguel. That's why I cut the date short, and I never saw him again because I just did not want that romance to go any further. They scare you. I've dated a Jamaican. Because I think he was bragging about his prowess with the ladies, Miguel. I think he thought he was going to impress me. But he didn't. Yeah, I've got lots of friends who are West Indian, lots of friends who are Asian as well, yeah. In fact, you've reminded me. I've got two friends who ring me up every now and again, and they've only got my home number. I think I've got their mobile, so I need to send them a message to tell them that, they need to ring my mobile. They don't ring me often, they just keep in touch. I've known them for 15 years or more. And I get a phone call like about every 6 months. How are you doing phone call, yeah? Yeah, I get on well with Jamaicans, Asians, Sikhs. I've got a Sikh friend I've known for 20 odd years. He's an absolutely gorgeous fella. Yeah, he started off being my son's friend actually, and then he finished up being my friend. But again, we keep in touch, every 6 months or so. Yeah, they're just friends, my friends. Yeah, I don't draw any distinction between what colour or nationality or whatever they are. Yeah. Yeah, they're just my friends, aren't they? They just happen to be of a different colour. Same with race, religion, all that. It doesn't bother me at all, at all. The only thing I have about religion is if people try to force their religion on me, yeah? But as long as they don't, then I don't care what religion people are. It's just immaterial to me. To me, I don't care. People live their own lives, and who am I? Exactly, people are people to me. I don't draw a distinction. I don't say, I don't like him because he's this, or I don't like her because she's that. It's, to me, I don't make any difference. I mean, obviously, you notice when you meet somebody, and I'd be lying if I said you didn't. You do notice when you first meet a person what race they are or what colour they are. You do notice. But having said that, when they're your friend, it ceases to matter. Yeah. It just does. Yeah. You just accept them that is the way that they look. Yeah? That is the way that they are. If they had three heads, that's the way they are. That's the way you accept them, isn't it? To me, I know you don't, Kaz, yeah. It's just, I have friends of all different nationalities, colours, age. Same with that, I'm not ageist. I've got young friends, I've got old friends, yeah. To me, it's immaterial, yeah. If they're your friend for a reason. They're your friend because you like the personality, you like the way they think, you like the way they speak, you like the way they act. If I don't like a person, if I take against a person, it's because it's usually their manner or their whatever they say or whatever they do that I don't agree with or like. So that's the only reason I would not like a person. It's because I just can't get along with them at all. Yeah, we like chalk and cheese. We've got nothing in common. Yeah, then I just don't like people. Yeah, because of that. But by and large, I just take people as read. Yeah, as they are. Yeah. I mean, when I was in the job centre, people used to say to me, does it not bother you that I'm such and such a thing? And I used to say, no, why? Why should it? You're looking for work. I'm helping you find work. What else is there to know? What else is there, to know? And they used to say, oh, okay. Oh, exactly, Nathan, yeah. I hope you haven't eaten all those pickles, Nathan. I was telling everybody about your 2 jars of pickles. Nathan can't see anything wrong with eating a load of pickles when he's got a partner, Not very thoughtful, is it, Nathan? Sitting there eating pickles while you're breathing all over your partner, yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Nathan, yeah. He's fine, apart from the fact he's developed a liking for pickles. We all like pickles in moderation. Nathan is eating them like sweeties. I'm going to eat my grab bag. It is, Kaz. Some people are not nice inside. That's when I don't get on with them. Sadly, some people are bitter, nasty and twisted. And that's when I don't like them. Kaz, I don't think my looks ever came. I had a nice little figure when I was younger, but looks, I've always been Miss Average, I think. I can remember my aunt. I was about 17, and you're trying to make the best of yourself, aren't you? Doing your makeup, doing your hair. And she looked at me and she said, us Buckleys, because that was my maiden name, us Buckleys have never been known for our beauty. She said, if I was you, love, I'd just concentrate on your personality. What a thing to say to a 17-year-old. I was heartbroken. I'm eating ordinary salted crisps, yeah. I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Sadly, in the past, a lot of people have trodden all over me because I always give them the benefit of the doubt. If they say something or do something, I might think, oh, they're having a bad day or whatever. Oh, thank you, only me. I don't think I'm pretty at all. Passable is what I used to. My mother used to say, just work on clean and tidy. I've never had a mother that praised me here. Have you seen those Coca-Cola now? They've got Coca-Cola with pickle juice and they've got Coca-Cola with coffee. What's wrong with just Coca-Cola? Why do you have to have it all that flavoured? Oh, I'm not pretty. The best praise I ever got from my mother was, well, you scrub up all right. In other words, I looked better when I got my makeup on. And my ex-husband once said to me, if you can see yourself with makeup and you could see yourself without makeup, then you would never leave the house without putting makeup on. Thank you, dear. You married me. You must have fancied me at some stage. Hello, Shad. Look at that. Look at that beautiful. Look how beautiful it is today, Shad. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I really love this one. That's why he's my ex-husband. He had a habit of waiting while I was going out the door and say, are you going out in that? And I say, yes, why? Well, if you were a stone lighter, it might look okay. This is when we're going out the door and we're going out somewhere. And then he wondered why I had a miserable time. Yeah, Coca-Cola with coffee. My husband was not, he was very abusive, but not physically. Yeah. He just used to undermine me at every opportunity. Yeah. That's why he's my ex. Lost about 16 stone getting rid of him. I mean, looking back after, 30 years of us being apart, I have to say, in all honesty, that I would like to think that he didn't mean everything he said to me in a nasty way. Or am I just being kind? I'm dreading the day when he comes here. I know he will. He did. He unfortunately used to pop in to see me a lot. I'm just dreading him coming here. But if he comes here, I can just get on my scooter and go out, can't I? I don't have to sit and listen to him. Hi, Eric. Yeah, I'll be out. Definitely be out with a friend, even if I don't have one. Why would he come to see me? I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's got an excuse, hasn't he, here? Because his son's here. So he has to come and see his son, won't he? Obviously. And I'm not going to stop him from seeing his son. I'm not that kind of woman. But why he came to see me, I really don't know. Oh, yeah. He did, Miguel. He told me all the time that the house was a mess. I was letting it go. Wasn't looking after it. Wanting to do some housework. Every time he come, he had something to say. Maybe so, Jane. I don't know, but I've let him go. I'm not interested. Wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't want any harm to come to him. I'm not that nasty. But it wouldn't bother me if I never saw him. Now, I'm sad to say that it's a fault on my part that I still allowed him to bother me. That I still used to take on board what he said, and I know I shouldn't have done. No, he's never remarried. He lives with somebody. He's lived with the woman he was having an affair with. I don't know, Kath. I've only been once. I moved on years ago, or I would have done, but for the fact he kept coming back. Oh, God, Amanda. Which one? Which affair? What F would you killed him over? No, Bettina, you can come here. It's just that I don't want to be here. I've got plenty of places I can go. By the time he comes here, the cafes will all be open and stuff like that, so I can easily buzz off. Go and spend an hour out somewhere. Oh, your tablet went, did it, Shad? pretty good. I will be happy, Jane, once it gets done. At the moment, I still feel like I'm camping in somebody else's house. When I get my furniture around me, when I get my carpet, my log fire, when I get my own sofa's in the garage at the moment. Hi, Jeannie. In about a month's time, this house should be absolutely just as we want it. Fingers crossed, Sandra, Thursday. Although I'm not holding my breath. The kitchen fitting's gone well, Nathan, except that the gas hob's not linked up yet, and neither is the sink, yeah? Oh, sorry, only me. We'll see you later. I'll put a photograph on the kitchen when it's done, yeah? I'm just looking myself, put a photo on. Gosh, it must be further back. Gosh, a lot of people have posted since he put our picture on. It's taking me ages to find this picture. Hang on, let me find. How do you do search on it? Oh, search. There we go. Don't know whether you can see. Oh, it's gone. Oh, for heaven's sake. What's happening? I had it a minute ago. And then it's gone now. Oh, there it is. If you can see it, that is part of the kitchen. It's not finished, as you can see. That's what it's going to look like. So that was my son having a bonfire out in the back garden. And that was the old kitchen before it all got took away. Yeah. So that was it. And that's Poppy on the beach. You can see her. It's like slow motion running. There she goes. Oh, that's another picture of the kitchen. Again, it's not finished, as you can see. It's got the units up. So I'll take a video when it's done. Yeah. A new clock? No, we haven't got a new clock. Oh yeah. I'm waiting for this room. As I said, the fire's coming Monday, Tuesday it'll be to fit the fire. So by the time you look at it next Saturday, there should be a fire I can show you. Beige, no, it's grey, Amanda, pale grey and blue painting. Oh, I love motorcycles. I love the noise of a load of motorbikes going past. Wow, yeah. What a lovely noise. Load of Harleys. Oh, yeah. That's what we miss here. There's not many motorbikes. Our kitchen fitters came from Manchester. They were like, whoa, I can't believe it round here. It's so quiet. I bet the houses are really expensive round here. Hi, Linda. I used to love it when Harry and his friends used to all come on their motorbikes and park up on the drive. I used to love that. We've got an army base not too far from here. So we hear the helicopters and stuff like that go by. You know, the rescue helicopters. It is really quiet here. Very, very quiet. I wouldn't like the countryside. Not now. When I was younger, I would have done. My ex-husband always wanted to go move into the middle of no place. I like quiet some of the time, Jane, but it's a bit boring. I love the city as well. Wouldn't like to live in the city, but I do like to go to. I was watching some videos about walking around Manchester and I'm like, oh, I miss it so much. Yeah, I miss it so much. I just love going to see the shops in Manchester, you know, all the shops. Not that I can do it. I mean, when I get a small scooter, maybe I can do it. I might go for the weekend back to Manchester. Mm. I just miss the shops, Manchester shops. Here it's a little place with little shops, and there's no big stores, there's no big anything like there is in Manchester, yeah. I would I would need a scooter, but I would love to go around all the shops again in Manchester. Just to make a day of it, go round and round. Well, maybe I could stay at my niece's overnight. She's got a spare room, I think. It's nice being here, it's quiet. But there's just not quite enough happening. Maybe when it's summer and maybe when there's some tourists about, but I don't think there'll be any tourists just where I am. Maybe I could get down to St Anne's, because don't mention Blackpool, I'm not going there. I don't like Blackpool. Tacky, seedy, smelly, awful. Well, my niece wouldn't mind. She'd let me go and stay with her for a weekend. Oh, God. Kitchen. You just missed me showing the kitchen. I just showed the kitchen off. Well, I didn't show the kitchen off. I showed a picture of the kitchen. That is part of the kitchen. Yeah. And that is another part of the kitchen. It's not finished yet, obviously. All right, Linda. Bye. Yeah, by next Saturday, there should be a log fire there. Behind there somewhere is a fireplace. You can't see it because it's hidden. But those flat packs of the TV stand, my TV is leaned against the wall behind it. All that's got to be moved because on Monday, the log fireman's coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going back to Manchester one day. Going back to the city. It's too quiet here for me. A bit quiet and a bit dead. They love it here, but I just get a bit bored. It's not my idea of the swinging metropolis. Maybe when the weather improves, and maybe when it's summer. I'm used to more noise. I'm used to more people. Oh, I don't know about a craft stand. I don't know whether we will. We're hoping to have one. Me and my friend are hoping to have one sometime, yeah. We'll see how it goes, whether they're expensive or not. Sometimes if the craft stalls are too expensive, you don't make your money back at all. I don't think there'll be many tourists just here where I am because there's nothing touristy. You know, there's no cafes, there's no anything. Just a mile little bit, you have to go way down the road one way or way up the road the other way to find a cafe. And then at the moment, they're all closed, of course. Yeah. I had to go all the way into Fleetwood to find a little kiosk that was open, and then I had to drink my coffee in the freezing cold on the front. It's not the same, is it, as going in a cafe and sitting down warm, people watching, you know what I mean? Getting your little iPad out and having a... I won't say I'm fed up with it. It's probably changed when the weather changes, but it's not impressing me much, yeah. They love it here. The family love it here. The dog absolutely adores it here. But at the moment, I'm bored out of my tree. There's only so much seafront you can zip up and down. Did I decide on a colour? Number 2 for 3 of the walls, and then I've got wallpaper for the other wall. My carpet's navy blue. I haven't decided on curtains yet. My sofa is like a royally deep blue. And my other chair is a beige, but that's only because I inherited it. You can't see it. It's behind me. Well, not that one, no. That's theirs. You can't see the chair, it's behind me. That's not my sofa, by the way. That's what I mean is, you see here, I've got nothing that's mine. Nothing. I just feel as though I'm camping. Well, it'd be much different. It'd be different when everywhere's open and you can go places. But at the moment, you can't go anywhere. And if I go down to Cleveland's, half the shops are shut. But it's the same with Fleetwood. Oh, yeah, the UK's still in lockdown. Till April or something, I think. I think at the moment we can meet somebody sitting in the garden. But we're not supposed to have anybody in the house, which is daft because we've got all the workmen coming and going and toing and froing. Yeah. Well, there are a couple of knitting clubs that will be going, hopefully. See, I've not had any opportunity to make any friends because you can't go anywhere, you can't meet anybody, you can't do anything. Maybe I'll find some friends when I get the crafting club. Yeah, you never know. What did you miss? Not an awful lot, really. Cass, just me moaning. It's too quiet. Yeah, it's going to be June before all the shops are open, isn't it? It's ridiculous, really, isn't it? I'll have my second jab in April sometime. Can't remember when. But sometime in April, I'm having my second injection. But even then, I mean, I'm not going to go wild. You're not going to go running out without your mask on, are you? I don't think we'll ever be right. I will feel better when I'm in my own room, in my own bedroom, with my clothes. When we were talking about the ironing board today, and my daughter-in-law saying, nobody's used the ironing board since we've been here. I said, well, no, because all my stuff that I need to iron, all my summer dresses and that are still all packed away. There's no point bringing them out because it's been too cold to wear them. I mean, now I've got about, I don't know how many layers on. I'm like a blooming onion. I've got tights on, an underskirt on, I've got a vest on. I've only just got warm. I was freezing this morning, absolutely freezing. I can't help being cold. It's like it's a crime to be cold in this house. I don't even know if we've got a WI. I suppose there is one, but it won't be running, will it, at the minute? That's the problem, Jeannie. Anything that I might be able to go. Can't even join the library because the library's shut, you know? Oh no, I'm not having my own club. Nobody's coming here. I've never wanted people at my house, no. Even when I lived on my own. Friends could come. But there was no way I was going to start a knitting club or a crochet club. My shed isn't that big. It's not going to be a shed I can sit in. It's not going to be like Jill's. It's just going to be a storage shed where I can keep everything. If I'm cold, they're all, oh, we're boiling, we're red hot here. What's the gas bill going to be like? Blah, blah, blah. When I get my log fire, I can be roasting warm in here. They can turn the heating off. Freeze if they want upstairs. I don't care. I'm sort of crocheting something half-heartedly, Sandra, that I'm not really getting into. I'm waiting for the proper wool to come. I'm crocheting with something that should be a shawl. The yarn should be a shawl. But I don't want to make any more shawls. Got enough to sink a battleship. If the heat rises from my fire, I don't care. So I'll be warm. They don't like it, they can open a window. With my jab, I had a headache when I first woke up the following morning. So I went to the bathroom, got back in bed again. When I woke up the second time, the headache was gone. And I felt very tired for a day or so. But that was it. But I was lucky really, I hadn't really had any side effects. I can't really blame the tiredness on that because I was going through a tired period anyway. My arthritis can make me feel tired. But honestly, I've had no side effects really, Shad. Nothing that I worry about. I've had no sore arm, I've had no shivers, I've had none of this. What? I should say 50% of people who have the injection have no side effects at all. That's the way it's been with my friends. 50% of them have had a day where they didn't feel right. Another 50% have had some kind of reaction to it, but not lasted long. No, I can't really say, Kaz, that my tiredness was because of the jab. I can't really say that. Because I was going through a period where I was tired. As I say, my arthritis makes me not sleep very well. And because I'm not sleeping very well, I was tired. Yeah, that was what it was with me. I used to take vitamins every day. I must admit, since I moved here, I haven't been taking my vitamins, yeah. I need to take my pills tonight as well. I didn't take them this morning. I keep forgetting to take them. I just think I'm a rebel. I just don't like keep taking. No, the flu shot never affects me whatsoever, Shad. And my shingles one didn't. Nothing. Makes me wonder. No, as I say, everybody really seems to react differently, Jeannie. I mean, one of my friends was poorly for a week, but she's the only one I know. Everybody else was just poorly for a day. Just a bit off for a day and a bit tired for a day, but most of the people are fine after a day. Just take paracetamol or anything like that and hope for the best. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. You see, I can't say anything about being achy because I have fibro as well. I have fibro, I have arthritis, and so the combination of the two makes you ache all the time anyway. So I don't think I would notice really. I think I noticed the tiredness a bit, but that was about it really. But it's not put me off. I mean, I'll definitely go for my second one, you know. I think my second one's in April. I shall consult my nice purple diary. But this year has actually got something in it. Oh God, yeah, I'm glad I had mine, Jeannie, and definitely. Let me have a look what my diary says. Have a little look in my book. Yeah, it says here, log fire coming 22nd, 23rd. Shed's supposed to arrive on the 25th. Will we believe that when it finally arrives? We may do. My wardrobe's coming on the 29th and the 30th. And the 31st, because it's going to take them 3 days. Carpet, no, it's not coming the 2nd of April. That's wrong. The decorators are coming on the 5th of April. And the carpet is not coming till the 2nd week of April. So carpet, let's cross that out. Yeah, I think that's the decorators not coming till the 12th of April. Decorators. And I don't know when the conservatory's coming. Oh, the second vaccine is the 24th of April. And I've no idea when the conservatory's coming. Sometime at the end of April, I think. That's it. So that's what's in my little book. Yeah. No, I'm not changing the subject. It's just I went on to what's happening in my life. I'm not scared of getting it now. Well, I haven't done anything. I've not really been in the mood for knitting and crocheting. I did reach my knitting needles out and think I'd start another baby cardigan, but that thought just went by me. And I looked at some patterns I'd like to crochet, but I don't have the right wool. This is what I'm crocheting at the moment, but it's not really adapting itself. You know, the colours are just not adapting themselves to a cardigan or a sweater. The colours are just it's meant to be shawl, wool. I just didn't really want to do a shawl. In fact, I've not got any patterns. I could look one up on Ravelry, I suppose, but I don't, it's not floating my boat, this. I think it's probably going to come back. The wool's really pretty, but I think it's shawl wool. It's called Nako or Nako. It's got mohair in it and lurex in it. I don't know what it is. I think it's Turkish. But as you can see, it's pinks but it's more designed for a shawl. But I've got enough shawls, and I haven't got any shawl patterns with me. So I started doing a sweater, but I just don't think it's right for a sweater. I just don't like the way it's patching. I think I probably did get it from Lolly. I can't remember, Jeannie. It's soft, but it's probably going to be itchy for me. So if I carry on with it. So I did another piece like this in a darker colour, and I didn't like that either. It's the white bit at the bottom I don't like. So I think it's just going to get stopped and turned into a shawl when I get my patterns back. So if I start anything, I think I've got some baby wool to make, or baby yarn. I don't need a wrap, no. I've got enough shawls to sink a battleship when I find them all. I just don't feel it's right for a sweater. I just don't feel it's the right wool. Do you know, I would never wear a tank top, Amanda, never. I just don't. I've got short sleeve, summer sweaters, but I just never really wear them. It has to be really warm. You know what I'm like? Everything has to have sleeves in. When I was young, I used to make my own dresses, cotton summer dresses, and put sleeves in them. Will you stop it about them rosy wraps? I hate rosy wraps. Yeah, if in doubt, I'll pull it back. I don't mind wasting my time. If it doesn't feel right, I won't carry on. I just rip it back. Yeah. I might wear short sleeves when it's warm. I've got loads and loads of shawls. Absolutely oodles and doodles of the things. I must have about a dozen. Yeah, rosy wraps look like you're going to clean the house, don't they? Like you're going to start mopping. Oh, end of day quick. Yeah, wear a rosy wrap. Turn up wearing one of them in your hair. That'll really put the kibosh on anything, that will, Chris. It was good for a laugh, but that's all it was. It's like Miguel and his cactus. Oh. Did you see that picture where he was about painting a trailer, a caravan with a cactus? What a desecration of a good trailer, good caravan. That is just awful. It looked like a cucumber at one end anyway. It didn't even look like a cactus. I thought it was painted a cucumber at one end. Why would anybody like a cactus? Oh my God, no. And I'd hire somebody to paint over it as well, Chris. Put some flowers on it. I'd like flowers on my shed when it's done. I won't get them. Maybe I'll put some hanging baskets on there instead. Yeah. No. Painting a caravan with cactus, no. I don't know who likes cactus, and I don't know why anybody likes a cactus. Especially crocheted cactuses. Do they look real? No. Yeah, pom-poms and balloons, because I don't think he likes balloons either. Pom-poms and balloons on the side of his caravan. No, I'll be pulling this crochet back, Kaz. I'm not carrying on with it. If I'm not happy, I'll just unravel it. Yank it off. Unravel. You sat on a cactus once. I hope you squashed it flat and obliterated it from the face of the earth. They are pointless creatures or pointless things. All you ever see them on is on westerns, isn't it? These cactuses stuck up in the middle of no place. That's where they should stay. Stuck in the middle of no place. Oh, God. What? Why, Shad? Why? It would not be wonderful, Chris. It would just feed into it looking vile, like a blot on the landscape. A cactus wearing a rosy wrap and pom-pom earrings, yeah. Oh, for God's sake, send Miguel some seeds. And he can grow his own cactus. Or should I say cacti? Now, if I was to paint my shed, I would have some flowers on it. You know, a bit like the flower power. It won't happen. But maybe I'll get some hanging baskets or something on the side of it. Your late husband had one what? cactus, pom-pom. Flowers are pretty. They're colourful and they're pretty and they're lovely. Cactuses are vile and green and they do nothing except stab everybody. Pom-poms, pom-poms, Miguel, pom-poms. Pom-poms. Flower power. I've still got my crochet flowers. I've got to decide what to do with them. I think I might make a curtain for the window with them. Sew them all together and make a curtain. I like flowers. I've always had, well, not always, I like having cut flowers in my house so I can look at them and they're pretty. Look, the cactus, you want to throw it out, do you? Look at that, look at the flowers. Look at those, aren't they pretty? They're dying a bit now. They were my Mother's Day flowers. I'll be missing my daffodils and my crocuses coming up in the garden. And also my flowering cherry. I'll be missing that. It's so pretty when it first comes out. Yeah. I like poppies as well. Poppies. And I had rhododendrons in the front garden that used to bloom. And I had iris and daffodils and bluebells in my front garden. The back garden, not so much so. Didn't have anything that... I had bushes and different things like that. But nothing that really flowered. Oh yeah, I beg your pardon, I had tiger lilies. Oh God, yeah, I would have loved to have gone to Woodstock, but the fact it was in America. Fuchsias, yeah. I don't know what will grow here, you know, with us being so close to the sea. And the air is very salty, so I don't know what kind of flowers will grow here. Because not everything survives by the sea. Can't you accidentally knock it off, Jane? I tell you what I do like is night scented stock. You know, when you go out in the evening, you can smell them. It's beautiful. And I like lavender as well. I like some of the herbs as well, you know, when they're flowering. Yeah, I did have roses actually in the back garden. You've reminded me I had red roses and yellow roses in the back garden. Sunflowers, I'm allergic to them, so I can't go anywhere near a sunflower. Yeah, I'd accidentally knock it off, Jane, when you're dusting. Yeah, I hope that's my request. Cactuses might grow there. You can, yeah, go right off there, cats. Come right off you. Don't want any cactus in my garden, no. Yeah, we used to have lilac in my dad's hen pen, or allotment as they call them. I used to love the lilac, but I've not had lilac since. I had a fuchsia. Was it a fuchsia plant? Yeah. But it wasn't red. I wanted a red one. And it was pale pink. It was... Yeah, I love cut flowers. I used to buy them all through. I used to buy only a supermarket cheap bunch. I used to love them. I used to buy them nearly every time I went shopping. I just love my flowers. Yeah, I love lavender. Absolutely adore lavender. Yeah, I had a flowering cherry in my front garden that I'm going to miss. It flowers round about April, May, something like that. It makes a mess everywhere, man. It looks like somebody's had a wedding and it blows off. We have pussy willows over here, yeah, but they're usually down by near rivers. No, I didn't take any cuttings, and I left my tree behind. The one that I've had, that staghorn sumac that I've had since I was a kid. Well, not that actual tree. We've had a staghorn sumac since I was a kid. We've had cuttings off it and brought it everywhere we've been, but I didn't bring it here because we didn't have anywhere to put it. But they are big trees, the staghorn sumacs. We've got some trees at the bottom of the garden here, but I've no idea what they are. They're just trees. They're dead trees at the moment, but I keep getting assured that they're not dead. They're just dormant. But at the moment, they're dead. I would love to go to like a lavender farm, you know, where you can walk through all the lavender when it's growing. Must be gorgeous. Yeah, I have daffs in my garden, yeah. I don't know what we'll have here. Depends what we can get that'll grow, really, isn't it? Yeah, apparently certain flowers won't thrive because the air's too salty. You have to have flowers that have more leathery leaves or something. I like growing herbs and things, yeah. I think they would grow here. I like the smell of mint and spearmint, and thyme and things. I like something that when you go out in the evening you can smell it in the garden. I like scents. Talking about scents, I've not got any on today. I have to look
According to Wikipedia, sense relates to any of the systems and corresponding organs involved in sensation, i.e. the physical process of responding to stimuli and providing data for perception. During sensation, sense organs collect stimuli for
Alexa,
transduction.
stop! I never asked it for that. Talking about scents, different things. It's talking to me. I don't know why it talks to me when I don't tell it anything. Why is she talking? I don't know. I never asked her to talk. Because I mentioned scents, she started picking up on it and saying scents are this and that and the other. I don't know why. I never said anything. I never said anything at all. Yeah, I could do, I suppose. What's this? There's not much left of that one. Endymion. Oh, it talks to me every now and again, Alexa, when I don't answer it, ask it anything. Don't know why. Yeah, they're always on. I think they're nosy. Oh, that's nice. I do love my perfumes. You feel differently when you've got perfume on. I think so anyway. Oh, that's nice. Perfumiator the Queen. I love these. They're little sample. I had to buy them. They're not free samples. Nearly all used up now. It's like a little set of files of perfume from the Queen's Perfumier. And I just love them. I'm allergic to women who wear heavy perfume. It gives me a real bad headache. That is my favourite of all time, Quercus. Oh, I just feel like, oh, when I'm wearing this. Perfume can alter the way you feel about the day. You can alter the way you feel about yourself. I don't like anything strong and heavy, you know. You should sort of leave a little fragrance behind you as you go by. Yeah, the Queen wears Penhaligon, yeah. And so does Prince Philip. He wears the aftershaves. Yeah, I love the perfume samples, yeah. Amoxicillin. I don't think I'm allergic to any kind of drugs. You're What do you wear, Miguel? Do you wear deodorant? What do you wear? I just know when I put perfume on that I feel immediately better. I feel immediately like it's a good day or whatever. It's just, you know, I don't know what there is about perfume. If I don't like the perfume, that's different, yeah. But I like the light, they don't last 2 minutes, mind you. The Penhaligon don't. They're very, very expensive, but they don't last 2 seconds. No, I don't feel dressed without my perfume. I don't feel right without my perfume on. I can go without makeup, yeah, but not without perfume. I just love my perfumes. Mm-hmm. You know, if I don't have it on, I think, oh gosh. Yeah, I haven't really. I have my the incense sticks. I haven't found most of them yet. You know, the ones I used to light all the time. So I've not had them lit, and I can't find anywhere to put my candles on. I haven't got a. No, you see, I can't use any soaps. I'm really funny with soap. It dries all my skin up. I have to use like, certain body lotion stuff when I have a shower. Can't use ordinary soap. I can use simple soap, the one that's got nothing in it at all, yeah. Yeah, well, I can't have soap. It makes my skin dry and itchy. So I don't know what there is about soap. I've never liked soap. Do you ever remember people in the UK? I can't, I don't like Dove. No, no. Makes my skin itch. The only one I can use is simple soap, which has got nothing in it at all. It's only since I've got older. When I was younger, I used to be able to use soaps. No, I've not done reading the past, no. Oh, no, our body washes lather up lovely. Must be your water. Perhaps you've got hard water. The water here is really soft. You get a really too much lather, in fact. Reading the past. No. Yeah, we've got very soft water here. It's great, yeah. Nathan's in the UK. Yeah, no hard water. It's usually down south here. People have terrible trouble with the toilets. They look as though they've never been cleaned, yeah. And they get rusty marks like down the bath and where the water drips down from the taps. When I first went down south and I stayed somewhere, I thought, oh, they are dirty beggars, these. The toilet was all kind of like brown, and I thought, oh, they're really dirty. They don't clean the toilet. And then I realised it was the hard water that made all the toilet go brown. It's like limescale or something, isn't it? Whatever. But we have lovely soft water up here, which is why we've all got beautiful skins. Yeah, people who have kettles and that have to replace them all the time when they're down south because the kettles get all furred up with limescale, don't they? That never happens up here. Yeah, I'm using loads and loads of moisturiser, Jane, on my skin every time I go out. And I've got some, the oils to put on my face. I put oils on it to keep it. If I go outside, oh God. I wear my sunglasses sometimes when I go out because my eyes water, with salt in. Yeah. My son says I'll get used to it eventually. Yeah, I just have to wear lots and lots of moisturiser. Like when I take my makeup off with cold cream, which is like I don't use anything abrasive to take my makeup off with. Cold cream's really hard to get hold of anymore, the Pond's cold cream. But I use that to keep my skin. My skin's gone really dry though on my cheeks and that. I've never used so much oils and stuff in my life. I got some retinol today. That's supposed to be good, but look how small it is. It's supposed to help you with your lines and your stuff. That's like an oil. Look how tiny the bottle is though. Look how tiny it is. It wasn't cheap. But retinol's supposed to be good for your lines. I've only used it today, so I can't tell you whether it works or not. I used to have a Brita filter, but it was so expensive, those blooming filter things. You know, for filtered water. And the Blur primer, look at that, that's even tinier. That's supposed to be primer that you put on before you put your makeup on. All this stuff, I never used to have any of this. Look at how tiny that is. Look at the tiny little bottle of primer. Yeah, I treated myself to some makeup. Arian's going, why did you have to send for it online? I said, because there's no chemist. He said, there's a chemist in Cleveland. I said, I'm not going all the way to Cleveland just to buy a bit of makeup. Yeah, but aren't they expensive? When you think you can get bottled water really cheap at the supermarket. I know it's not filtered, but it's, you know, spring water. So I gave up with the filtered water. Yeah, my hair's not particularly dry. When it doesn't have bleach on it, it's really greasy, my hair. But having bleach on it, it's not dry, it's just normal. No, it's not going to last long, is it, that? When you think how dear it was, and look at the size of the little box. Teeny weeny. They make it look really big, don't they, when you look on eBay? Yeah, I treated myself some different makeup. I got some lipstick the other week. I love this. It says Sexy Mother Pucker. Before anybody says anything differently. That's what it says. It makes your lips go. Makes them tingle. I've got very thin lips. So this makes them seem like they've got like pepper. They're not cheap either. But I don't wear makeup every day, so I don't mind. Yeah, a friend of my niece's bought me my first one. It's very hard to get hold of the Pond's. The last Pond's cold cream I got actually came from India, would you believe? India. Yeah, it's just called Nude, I think, is it called? Oh, can't read. Can't read without my glasses on. Oh, all smoky. Magnifies eyes, rimmel it is. Smoky eyes. They're all shades of grey. I love makeup. I don't wear it an awful lot. I used to wear it every day when I was working, of course, because you had to put your face on, didn't you, to go to work. But, yeah, I've got my little bit of makeup in here. I've got a big box full of makeup in the other room. Yeah. Yeah, I love this, which is free. It's meant to be for people with spots, actually, but it's a clear skin serum. I love that. It says visibly reduces imperfections. It's supposed to be for spots, but like I say, I wear it all the time. Love it. And for makeup, I wear this is from the Body Shop, I think. Brush on bronzer. It's those little, I don't know if you can see it, those little bubble things. You put them with a brush. Yep. I've got my roll on for the eyes, my Garnier. It's supposed to go under your eyes. My big brush. Yep. That's what I wear during the day. It's colourless. It's called That Swell. Makes your lips go. But it's not got any colour, so you can wear that during the day. You don't have to put lipstick on. That's another one of the Sexy Mother whatnots. Yeah, that's what I've got in my makeup bag. I've got a big vintage, like overnight bag. It's really lovely. It's lined with red satin when I open it. And I've got most of my makeup in there. But when I move in my bedroom, I'm going to have a designated drawer for it all. I've seen something on Wayfair. It's like a little dressing table that puts your makeup in and it opens up. When it opens up, there's a mirror. Yeah, it looks like a little table when it's down. But when you open it up, it's a mirror. And all your makeup's in like a drawer underneath. It's got a little stool that goes with it. But it's only tiny, so it'll just fit in a little space I've got. I haven't told them I'm going to order one yet. I'm going to have no money left whatsoever by the time I've done with what I want. Dollface Cosmetics. No, I've not heard of them. I used to get Avon sometimes, but I got fed up with the woman that kept calling. I mean, you don't want makeup all the time, do you? You don't want... I mix my foundation with I do half and half foundation and moisturizer. Mix it together. I don't use it as it is because it's too thick. Yeah. No, that's my moisturizer. It's a foundation colour changer. It blends into, it's white, but it blends into the colour of your body. Yeah, all day flawlessness, but it's too thick on its own. I mix it half and half. Yeah, well, this makes it like a tinted moisturiser. I used to use a lovely tinted moisturiser, but they stopped doing it. My wardrobes, no, they're coming. I think it's the beginning of April. They're coming. 29th of March, 29th of March they're coming. So it'll be 29, 30, 31st. It takes them 2 or 3 days to build them. So we'll see. I used to always use oil of Ulay when I was younger. It's oil of Olay now, isn't it? Why they changed it. I used to use oil of Ulay all the time when I was younger. But then as I got older, my skin got drier and it wasn't any good. It wasn't strong enough. I've not used any of the BB creams now. Whether they cover up your blemishes, I don't know. As I'm getting older, I'm getting sort of crepey skin. You know, like this bit. These are what we call the buckley jowls. They're in our family. Everybody has them. I'm not vain, but they're the one thing I would like to get rid of. Is those. Look how much different it would make if I didn't have those hangy bits down. The buckley jowls, they call them. All the family have them. That's how I know I'm part of the family. I used to use baby cream for, Johnson's baby, whatever, for cleansing. But and I also used to use that, what's it called, that micellar water stuff. But your skin changes, doesn't it? You've got to alter what you used to wear because you can't, because your skin changes as you get older. I never had dry skin. I always had oily skin. Yeah. Yeah, I've not used them BB creams. I believe they're good. But I've not used them. Oh dear. My rosette has got dust in it. It needs a wash. Oh, my little rose has got dust. Is it surprising, really? They've been sanding, messing, drilling. No, I've not used the BB cream. I've used the moisture, the natural moisturiser stuff. The what do you call it? Tinted moisturiser. But as I've got older, it's not been enough coverage, really. Yeah. Oh, mini locked. Oh, I moved mini and he locked. Sorry. It doesn't smell as nice, Kaz. I always used to use Johnson's baby oil and Johnson's baby cream, and they don't smell as nice as they used to. I don't know whether they've had to change it, because of additives or something or other, but it doesn't smell as nice. There was nothing nicer, was there, when you used to smell a baby that had got baby powder. Well, they don't use baby powder anymore, but Johnson's baby powder on a baby, to me, is like a newborn baby smell, and it's gorgeous. But they don't smell the same anymore. No, they really don't, yeah. No, the tinted moisturisers don't feel heavy. It's just that my skin's a bit ropier than it used to be. I never used to use foundation. I always used to use tinted moisturiser with a brush of that, those bubble things, whatever. Yeah, Ultra Glow or something they used to call it at one time. Yeah, the illuminated ones, I've got to be careful because they make my face look too shiny. Yeah, I used to use baby lotion and cotton wool to take the makeup off, but I've been using the cold cream at the moment because I like the smell of cold cream. It's nice. When I can get all my makeups all out, I can sort out what I'm keeping, what I'm not keeping, and, the stuff that I need to throw away, actually. But I'll have to get it all out and have a look at it all first. Because some's a bit sad, a bit old, so they has to go because I bought some new stuff. And they say you shouldn't keep it long, don't they? Like mascaras and stuff, yeah. Yeah. I bought a beautiful, well, my niece bought it for me, actually, a beautiful, those mineral powders. But sadly, it's too pale. It was the woman who, on the counter, she told me that was the colour I want. And it's beautiful and it's lovely, but I look like a ghost. I look too pale. But the actual, whatever it was very expensive. My niece bought it. Oh, terribly expensive. But it was mineral coverage. But it's too pale for me. But one day if I save up again, I'll like to get another one, but a bit darker colour. But it does go on a tree, and it was lovely, and it looked ever so natural. Yeah. This is where all the guys have disappeared now, because we're talking about makeup. Except Nathan, who's still with us. You don't mind a bit of makeup, do you, Nathan? I will tan when I'm here. I will go really brown when I'm here. Because I don't put my face in the sun. And I don't sit in the sun. But that was it, the Bare Minerals. That's the one I had, yeah. That what my mother used to call I weather. In other words, you go a tan just by being out in it, not sunbathing, just by being out in it. And my mother calls it like weathering. She used to say you weather, and I do weather. And people say to me, "Oh God, you've got a lovely tan. Have you been sunbathing?" And I go, "No, I don't sit. I don't sit in the sun. I don't never put my face in the sun. It's very bad for you when you put your face in the sun. But I'll still get a tan, because I'll get a tan when I'm on my scooter. I'll get a tan when I'm by the sea. You know, the sea and the wind gives you a tan. But I don't go like that and sit in it with my face in it, yeah. And I've also got see, I put the kibosh on the weather. The weather was here, it was beautiful, it was lovely, it was sunny. And then I buy sunscreen, yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, factor 50, whatever it is, sunscreen for my face. So after that, the weather's been, yeah. So I did it. I spoiled it, yeah. Yeah, I used to watch Wayne Goss all the time. He's great, isn't he? Yeah. I used to look nice with no makeup on, Chris, when I was young. But, yeah. Oh, I hate it when they spend about 3 hours. You know, they're doing this. You watch them when they do these beauty things on YouTube, and they do this and then they do that, and then they've got this and then they put that on. You think, oh, they've finished, and then they put another bit on, another bit here. Then they do the contouring, and I'm thinking, oh my God, how long does it take you to put all that on? It takes me to put this face on. It takes me about 10 minutes. It probably looks like it takes me 10 minutes, but it takes me about 10 minutes to put my face on. You know, just to come on here. Oh, eyebrows. We were talking about that before. 2 slugs going across, you know, monobrow. Big sluggy eyebrows. Are they going to ever regret them? Well, they haven't done with that, what do you call it, permanence. They haven't done that. Black out these eyebrows they haven't done, and they haven't, what they call it, microblade, yeah. You know, they haven't microbladed, so they last longer, Nathan. They're like tattooed into the They look ridiculous. Yeah. It's like I watched a video the other day where this guy was talking about his daughter's eyebrows. And he said, who the heck has a discussion and looks at eyebrows? Oh, big lips. They're disgusting, aren't they? Trump pout lips. They're terrible. They look as though they've been blown up with a pneumatic tyre pump. Whoever said they look nice? Yeah, but you can put a bit of eye pencil on. You know, you might regret having microblading tattoos when you're older. when your skin changes and it goes paler and you no longer have ginger eyebrows because your hair's gone grey. I mean, true gingers go white very quickly. I watch that woman sometimes. I mean, she swears like a trooper, but she does all these, she tests all these makeup things and face packs and God knows what. I mean, I like watching her, but oh, she doesn't have to swear. She keeps calling everybody flower. I think Nathan knows who I mean. I mean, she does some good testing and she tells it like it is. I mean, the other day she was putting like purple stuff on her hair. It finished up, she didn't get it all out, it looked blue, yeah. She tests face products and stuff and face masks and everything. And she put a charcoal mask on her face one time and she couldn't get it off. She was like trying to chip it off. Antonella, is that who she is, Nathan? The one who does the videos on the face packs and stuff? The 50s makeup, yeah. There's a lot of videos really on YouTube about young women who have 50s kind of houses and, you know, their kitchens are 50s and they dress in the 50s and stuff. Don't think I'd go that far. They do look like women who take a lot of care with the hair and stuff. Is that who she is, Antonella, the uncensored reviewer? She swears a lot, doesn't she? Yeah. She calls everybody flower or something, or lovely or something. She calls everybody. I just can't stand watching her because of her swearing, but you know, she does some good reviews, really. She tells it like it is. If she doesn't like a face pack, you know, she'll say what it's like, yeah. Unlike some of the others, you know, they're just trying to sell their products, aren't they? Oh, I've seen him, yeah. I've seen that, where he dresses up in Edwardian clothes, is it like, yeah. Flower pots, that's what she calls herself. Flower, isn't it? A flower pot, she says. She does review everything. Oh, yeah, the leak's finished. It's not, we're waiting for the plasterer to come, Juanita. Plasterer's got to come and redo all that piece in the ceiling before the decorators come. And I'm actually after him turning the door around in my my bathroom is small, it's tiny. And when you open the door in, you have to open the door, open it fully, then walk in and then do a little twist around and then shut the door. So I'm after him changing it so the door opens outwards. And that'll give me a lot more room, you know, to walk in the bathroom and shut the door without having to do a 360-degree turn just to get in. It's just so tiny, you're practically crashing your knees, you know, when the door opens. So I'm hoping that he can turn the door around so that it opens outwards instead of inwards. We shall see what he can do when he comes. I'm definitely going to have a bean left when I finish with all I've got to do, yeah. She doesn't come on anymore, that girl, does she, number 23? Since she had that baby. Somebody said she'd moved house, so she's not at number 23 anymore. Yeah, I've got fed up with making shawls. I was just saying before I started crocheting something, but the yarn is more shawl yarn, I think. You know, it's more for shawls, not for anything else. I started crocheting a sweater, but I'm gonna pull it back. Night time with Nelly. Huh? No, I started crocheting it up, but it's not looking right to me. It doesn't look right the way the colourings are going. It's got to be a shawl, and I don't really want a shawl, so I don't know what I'm going to do with it. If we ever get a craft stall, I'll make it into a shawl. Because the virus shawls sell well usually. It's just that at the moment I haven't got my Etsy shop. Well, that reminds me, I've got to do that tax thing. Have you done that tax thing, Juanita? You know, for the little pittance we get from YouTube. I've got to fill in a tax form. Yeah, I finished the bright coloured cardigan. Yeah, finished that off. I did run out of yarn, so I had to finish it with purple edgings. Yep. So we'll see what happens when I reopen. Yeah, I don't have any trouble like that. I don't have any kids, and luckily the dog doesn't mess with stuff, so I'm lucky. I know people who have dogs and cats get all these messed. Yeah, I mean, I'm in the UK, so I don't have... Oh, yeah, the colourful one, I finished that one, yeah, I did. That's why I had to finish it with purple, because I ran out of wool. I don't have all these tax document numbers that they want because I'm in the UK. And I don't have a tax number because I'm on a pension, and you don't pay tax on a pension. So to me, it's like, what do I fill in? Fill in your tax number, don't have one, because I don't pay tax. Yeah, I did my census this morning. I sent my census off today. I didn't realise it was up tomorrow until I got a notification on Facebook saying, don't forget to send your census off. And I'm like, oh. So I did it today. Yeah. I can't remember doing the last one. Apparently we did one in 2011, but I don't remember that. I must have done one. Otherwise they would have told me off, wouldn't they? I don't remember doing it. So I don't know. But I don't know what to do with that. Fill that tax form in. I don't have a US tax number. I'm not in the US. And I don't see why I should pay tax to the US when I don't pay tax over it. The little money that I get from YouTube wouldn't alter my tax code over here, because I don't earn enough to get into the tax bracket over here. If you're under a certain level over here with your earnings, you don't pay tax. Like if you're on a state pension or something, you don't pay tax because you don't earn enough, basically. So I don't have a tax number because I don't pay tax. Never paid tax since I started working. So, I don't know how to fill it in. And I've got to fill it in before the 25th. Otherwise, the pittance that I get from YouTube, they will take 24% off me if I don't fill it in. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't make enough. But I mean, how can I fill a form in when it's asking me for my tax number when I don't have a tax number? Because I don't live in the US. What do I put down? What number do I write down? Somebody said, put your national insurance number down. I thought, well, that's not my tax number. Yeah, but it annoys me that I'm paying tax to the Americans, when I don't pay any tax over here. I don't earn any money from my YouTube videos, so what is the seat? Do they charge it no matter whether you've got to pay tax or not? I mean, do you not have a limit to how much are they going to take it off me willy-nilly, even though I don't have to pay tax over here? Or do you have to earn a certain amount before they take the amount off you? I don't know. Do you know, Juanita? Do they take it off everybody regardless of how little they earn? It's not YouTube, actually. It's AdSense that's doing it. Yeah. But I mean, if people only earn a little amount of money, I can understand them paying tax if people who do these videos earn a vast amount of money. But I get a payment about every 3 months, and it's not enough to warrant paying any tax on it, really. If you break it down, it's just, I can understand that maybe people who make thousands out of the YouTube, yeah, but I don't see why those little minions, little at the bottom, little ones, to pay any tax. I would think they would. You think that, if you earn so much, then after that you have to start paying tax. You're allowed to earn so much before you have to pay any tax. Do you not have that in the US? Do all of your little people at the bottom who don't earn much, does everybody have to pay tax? People on a very low wage. Do you still pay tax? I don't understand it. See, over here, we're not taxed on our old age pension. We would be taxed on a private pension, yeah. There's a minimum income. Yeah, well, I'm on. So I don't see why I should have to pay tax on a tiny bit that I earn off YouTube. I will never understand. Everybody's after your money, aren't they? Take. They all think we're earning millions on YouTube. I mean, when Z's dog was ill and she was bothering about taking it to the vet because she wasn't working, and basically people are saying, well, you're on YouTube. You get loads of money from that. You should take the dog with that. I thought, spoken by people who are obviously not on YouTube. Yes, there are loads of people who earn a fortune. Well, that's what I mean. I don't earn anything like 12,400, and I wouldn't earn that if I were forever on YouTube. Well, you see, we don't file for taxes to get it back. We just don't get it taken off us in the first place. And also, of course, because I'm on an old age pension, I'm 75, for goodness sake. I'm allowed to earn a certain amount, yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean, is why are they going to take it off me from AdSense? Why are they going to take tax from me? 24% they're going to take off me if I don't fill this form in. How much they take off me if I do fill the form in, I don't know. I suppose I'll have to fill it in to find out. And they don't pay out anyway until you reach £60. So that could take me months to reach £60. Oh, why am I worrying? Yeah. I'll have to have another look at it because I'm supposed to fill it in before the 25th, I think. You wouldn't mind the 400 of God if I've never had 400. I've maybe got 50 or 60 pounds, but that's over a 3-4 months period. It's not like every month or anything. Some people would earn it, yeah, but then they make better videos than I do. They make videos with a lot more content. They make videos every day that millions of people watch. You know, I'm not that popular. Yeah, it might be some makeup. I never look forward to it coming because I always get sort of surprised. Oh, they've sent me some money. Oh. It's just exciting that they actually send me something. As I said before last week, I'm not in it for the money. It's a good job, in it. I'd starve for what I heard off AdSense. You don't have to pay tax on your makeup, right? Okay. I probably do. There's VAT on everything in this country. I mean, they've been fighting for years to get the VAT taken off ladies' monthly items. Now, they're not a frivolity, are they? Let's face it, any ladies that are of a certain age that need them, they are not a frivolity. They're a medical necessity. And I don't see why they should be taxed. You know, chocolate, yeah, I can understand chocolate getting taxed. I can understand even makeup getting taxed or clothing. But, you know, certain things I can't, like medical items, then the medical items, aren't they? Let's face it. I mean, I past that age group. But, you know, the ladies of a certain age group who need things like that every month, they're a medical necessity. They're not a frivolity. They're not something that you want to buy, you know. It's just silly. Oh, I used to be like that, Shad. I would never leave the house without my makeup. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely a necessity. Yeah, and I mean, I can't understand why how different states have got different rules on taxing and stuff. Surely that means you would nip over the border and buy what you need if it was a less tax. Just, you know, say you live near the border of one state to another. Bag of Days put a new video up saying she's got something new. There's not tax on a lot of food, but there's tax on cake and chocolate biscuits and stuff like that. There's tax on a lot of clothing, yes. With clothing, it goes up to a certain size, I think, like children. So if you've unfortunately got a child who's got big feet, then you pay a lot more for the shoes because they go past the size that they consider to be a child size. It's all whatever. You know, I mean, kids are bigger these days, you know, and they're saying, oh, it's up to a certain size, it's got no tax on it. Then if you get past a certain size, then there's tax on it because an adult could be wearing it. Let's face it, most adults wouldn't want to wear children's clothing anyway, would they? You know, unless you were like thinking you're 12, you know, when you're 46 and it looks stupid. But that's by the by, yeah. Oh, we haven't got a COVID tax yet. It's a wonder. Yeah, it's a wonder they haven't taxed us for that. Yeah. Hi, Mia. Long time no see, Mia. How you doing? She has an idea for a new edition. I don't know what that can be. Unless she's going to start selling things or something like that. Oh, you're breathing the air tax. That's bound to come at one time. You're breathing too much air. Or you're like me, you breathed in too much, you're too old. It's time you went, yeah. You've breathed enough oxygen to last you a lifetime. It's time you popped your clogs now. Yeah. Well, I don't know whether she's building on her home or whether she said a new addition. I'm sure she's not pregnant. I think she's got enough kiddies, hasn't she? She's got 4 or 5, hasn't she? A new addition. Don't know. I must have confessed. It's not that I don't like her. I haven't watched anybody's videos for quite some time. I can't settle down to watching them. I really can't. I used to watch them on the TV when I was sat in my nice comfy chair watching YouTube on my TV. This TV is not a smart TV and it doesn't get it. So I've got to sit on this very uncomfy computer chair because if I have enough money left at the end of everything, I'm going to buy a new one. Yeah. A new one that's got some padding in it because this one makes my bottom hurt when I've been sat on it because I'm a big girl and I flattened it. It was all right when I bought it, but it's flattened. I've got a cushion on it at the moment. It's supposed to be a spongy cushion. Yeah. Yeah, we've got tax on alcohol. We've got tax on cigarettes. I haven't heard from Gigi, no. No, I did send a message, but obviously I haven't had a reply yet. An addition for the channel. What's she going to do? Zoom calls? I don't know what she's going to do. Sue's doing absolutely fine. Absolutely fine, Sue. She was a bit annoyed with one of the dogs because it had been rolling in something stinky. So she was having to try and bath it in a bucket outside because she couldn't let it in the house because it stunk. It had been in the cow pasture, but it didn't smell like cow dung. It smelled more like something rotten. So she had twice, it did it in 2 days, twice. So she had to bath it twice, yeah. Oh, I thought I was a hermit, Chris. I think you just beat me. You've just beaten me. I will go out, but not shopping out. I'd go to the local co-op, yeah. But I don't like going where there's lots of people. Oh, she calls them the coos. They're not called cows, they're coos. Yeah. Are you more susceptible to catching the virus, Chris, than other people? Oh, thank you, Mia. I just realised what you wrote. Thank you very much, Mia. You know, is that what scares you, Chris? Are you more susceptible to picking things up than other people? I'm not scared. It's just I'm not blasé. I mean, I wear a mask, but I just don't put myself in situations where I'm next to people that. Hello, darling. Hello, sweetie pie. Ooh. Now, you see, Miguel, we've got a photograph of Miguel now. So we need a photograph of our travel now, yeah? Mm. When are you thinking of coming out again, Chris? If you know what I mean. I don't mean coming out of the closet. I mean coming outside. You know, when you're thinking of... I can't show it on here. You have to, you have to take my word for it, Trevor. If you're not on Facebook, you won't see it. Miguel's picture is on one of the sites. Let me think. I don't know what it's called now. It's on a Facebook page somewhere. I've seen it. But I can't send it to you because I don't know your email address, Trev. And if you're not on Facebook, then you can't see it. Trev's not on Facebook. That's the trouble, Chris. Yeah. And I don't know his email address. So it's on. Oh God. Something of Adlington. Is it Crochets of Adlington or something, Mia? I don't think she's put it on. Oh God, I don't know what she... It's Jill who's put it on there. Is it the Crochets of Adlington or something? Arlington. Has he fallen asleep? Probably. He's probably fallen asleep. Yeah. He met up with Jill, Jill. Oh, I'm so bad with names, I am. And she put it on Facebook, but she didn't put it on our channel. She didn't put it on Miguel's channel. I think she didn't put it on. Yeah, Fiber Jill, yeah. Fiber Floozy or whatever she's called. She put it on, yeah. She met up with Miguel and put his photo up, yeah. He's probably feeding his chickens or he's probably nodded off. You know what Miguel's like. He'll come back in a minute saying, whoa, what happened? What have I missed? Where have I been? What have I got? Oh, she's put it on our channel last year as well. There you go, Mia. She's put it on our channel. I thought she'd only put it on the Arlington or Adlington or whatever it's called. I don't know if it's a cemetery. I don't know what it is. There's another group, anyway, that Miguel belongs to, and so does Jill, called the Crochets of whatever. Yeah. I'm apparently a member of it, although I don't know why, because I'm not in the US, but apparently I'm a member. I'm not answering that one, Trev. Not answering it. All I would say is he doesn't look a bit like I thought he would. But then again, probably people don't, yeah. I don't know why I'd never pictured him looking like that. I just never had. It's funny how you have a mental picture of people that you build up, and then when you see the picture, you think, oh, didn't sort of, that doesn't fit with my mental picture. It's not that he's anything wrong with Miguel. It's just he didn't fit the way I was thinking he would look like. What does he look like? It's difficult to explain, Mia. Difficult to explain. Same with me, Chris. I thought he'd have dark hair, and I thought he would be a darker complexion. You know, like you say, more. I hate to say the word swarthy because that sounds a bit sleazy, doesn't it? But you know what I mean. What colour of hair? It's light, sort of very light browny colour. I just imagine he'd have dark hair. Like Chris said, a bit more, like you say, Latina. Yeah, that's the word, Latina. I thought he'd look more like that, more Latina, with dark hair. It just shows you can be so, so wrong. Where he's a fair-skinned, fair-haired, whatever. Can he see his feet? Oh yeah, definitely see his feet. He's definitely not fat at all. Latinas are, oh well, you know what I mean, Latin then, Latino. Yeah, Latino. I don't know why, you just get these different impressions of people, don't you? Yeah. Of what people would be like. I can remember years and years and years ago when dating agencies first started up, you didn't have all this online stuff, you know, where you actually saw photographs, not that they're true photographs, but you actually never. Well, with his medical conditions, Trev, I don't think I'd want to touch him. I might break him. He's too fragile. With his bad shoulders and his bad everything else, his bad neck. You know, you wouldn't really want to grab hold of him anywhere, would you really? Yeah, who? Yeah. We're talking about who knows, yeah. That he doesn't look like I imagined he would look, yeah. I would be scared. I'm a big girl, Chris, you know. You know, a puff of wind might blow him over. I can't even send you a picture, Trev. Yeah. Unless you send me an email address, then yeah. Yeah. He doesn't look like I thought he would look like. That's what we're saying, Nathan. Yeah, I probably did picture him as more like Manuel. Yeah. Yeah. Who keeps saying who? Yes, that's who we're saying. Who? No, he doesn't look like Manuel. We've all got to guess what we think Trevor looks like. Oh, I don't know where Miguel's gone. He's probably nodded off. I've gone to feed the hens. Who knows? Or maybe he's got kicked off again. Yeah, we've got to have guesses now what we think Trevor looks like. Hair or no hair? What do we think with Trevor? Is he a baldy locks or a hairy locks? Is he tall or is he small? Who's got a picture of Trevor in their mind? Miguel's probably gone to put the chickens out. Trev won't post a picture. He likes to keep us all guessing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is what mental picture have we got of Trev? He's not saying whether he's a baldy locks or a hairy locks. You think Trevor's husky? I don't know. I don't know, really. I've not got a mental picture of him, really. I've only ever seen his hands. You're blonde with blue eyes. Ooh. So you've got hair, then you're a hairy man and not a baldy man, then you. You think he's thin and tall? No, I've got him a bit more chunky than that in my mind, yeah. You think Trev's got a comb over? I think Trev's got a little bit more weight around the middle. I won't say fat, but I've just got the picture of him being a little bit chunky. I don't know whether I'm right or wrong. That's how I picture you, Trev. A little bit on the chunkier side. You think he's tall and lanky? No, I don't think he's tall and lanky. No. Val Johnson or Johnson's value. I'm talking about you, but a little bit portly around the middle. Well, we all are that, aren't we? Let's face it. This lockdown's put a lot of us with a portly middle. Robert in a Medford fan. Be right back. We don't know what you look like, Cass, so you're fine. You've got a little photo there, haven't you, Cass? Oh, yeah, so I can see. I'm chunky. I've always been chunky, Mia, but now I'm even chunky with all this lockdown. Yeah. I'm a little bit wide. And a lot wider than I used to be. When I sit on the bed to get into bed, there's a mirror straight facing me. Thankfully, when I get in my new bedroom, there will be no mirror straight facing me. And it is not a pretty look. Because when you sit down, you sort of spread out like Buddha, don't you? You know, if you've got any rolls like I do, you just go like Buddha. So it's not kind of like a good look. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he's got a funny sense of humour. Yes. Funny sense of humour. Got, yeah. I've talked to Trev many times, but I still don't have a mental picture of him. I've got a mental picture of me. I look like Buddha. You can only see the top half of me. And that's not too bad. But when you see the bottom half of me, I sort of go, you know, like one of those weeble wobbles and they don't fall down. I've put on so much weight. Yeah, it's sort of like a big, you know, like the Michelin X man. I'm sort of looking like that a bit at the minute. And as I say, when I sit on the bed and I spread and I look at myself and I think, yeah. Oh, Nathan's got a little bit of extra junk in his trunk. I'm sure he won't mind me saying that, but he has a little bit spread out a bit. Most of us spread out a bit, haven't we? You're skinny and short and hairless. That sounds a bit like a sort of a, I don't know. Trying to think what's skinny, short and hairless. I'm definitely looking more like Miss Piggy, that's for sure, Nathan. Yep, definitely. I can see a lot of traits about Miss Piggy, except I haven't got a curly. I haven't even weighed myself since I came over here because I'm sure I put back all the weight I lost. Oh. Now, I could never go out with a skinny man because, you know, it would make me feel even bigger. Yeah. I once went out for a blind date with a guy and he said, "Oh, you're lovely." He said, "You really are nice and I really like you." He said, "But you're just too big." I said, "Well, I never told you I was slim." I said, "I did tell you before we met I was a bit, on the big side." He said, "Yeah, but you're just too big." And I thought, oh, well. Nathan, you're not by yourself, love. I've put weight on. I wish I hadn't, but I've put it on. Come summer, well, we're all trying to we've been eating too many takeaways with all what's been going on in the house. Yeah, Nathan, I wouldn't mind if I'd have told him I was lovely and slim and whatever. I told him I was a big girl. But still. Oh, we had a little frog on our drive. My son saw it on the camera. And he went out and rescued it and put it back onto the grass next door. Because we haven't got a lawn at the moment, so we put it on the grass next door. And then somebody came up to the house and said, "You've got a frog in your driveway." So we had to go and rescue it again and put it back on the lawn again. A chihuahua. Well, it's better than a Chewbacca, isn't it? Oh, I don't mind Chris, yeah. I know when somebody used to say to me, what will you look like? What will we expect it? I said, well, it depends if you're facing the door or facing away from the door. I said, if you're facing away from the door, then you hear the ground go boom, boom, boom. I said, I'm on my way in. I said, if you're facing towards the door and something comes through the door that's a bit wide, that'll be me coming towards you. Oh, putting weight on. I'm putting so much weight on, Trevor. It's just unbelievable. I'm trying hard not to, but it's just... I'm eating rubbish at the minute because we've no kitchen, so... Hopefully we shall get back into some kind of a routine once this kitchen's sorted next week. We shall see what we shall see. Because if he doesn't come to fix the cooker and the sink, we'll be on takeaways again tomorrow. Yeah. Well, I've done a whole year without doing any walking as well. I mean, I can't walk at the best of times. But not being able to go out and go anywhere, it's affecting. You know, I won't say it's depression because that's not right of me to say that, because that would just be wrong to say that. Because that's just maligning than anybody who really suffers from depression. I'm just down. Just down. Just feeling a bit, yeah. What whips do I have? I've only got one. No, it's not that kind of whip, Kaz. Calm down. Like walnut whips, yeah. I like walnut whips without the walnut, yeah, I don't like nuts. I'm started something, but I don't like it, Mia, so I don't really have one at the minute. I'm waiting for next weekend, hopefully when my shed's here, and I can go and get some of my stuff back. Mind you, I'll be just pushing it all in the shed until I can get it sorted, yeah. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I get my shed on Thursday. Oh, hi, Teresa. You shopped for yarn, have you, Mia? No, I haven't. I've been very good. I've shopped for one lot of yarn while I was here because I was making myself a cardigan. And I shopped for some baby yarn because I was making some things for a foster mum. But I haven't used all that up. I could be knitting the baby cardigan or two because I don't like what I've started crocheting. The wool is meant to be for a shawl and I'm not making a shawl with it, so it needs to be pulled undone and used in a shawl. It's shawl yarn. The colours are shawl yarn, and I've got 3 colours and they're all shawl yarn. Hopefully I will, Dina. Yeah, hopefully I can make a video when I organise my shed. But I'll probably make a video when the shed comes, showing you the empty shed. Oh, I like coleslaw. I like coleslaw in a baked potato. I don't know whether anybody else does. We were talking about that today, actually. I like baked potatoes. They've got to have butter in and salt and pepper, yeah. And then I like them with coleslaw. Or I like them with baked beans and cheese. Or I like them with chilli. Yeah, you put chilli in them. I like baked potatoes. When I was really sort of stuck for money, which I have been many times in my past, I used to buy baked potatoes and cheese and that and eat them for my dinners. You haven't eaten your dinner yet, Mia? Well, it's 1:45 here, actually. Yeah, so I should be going to bed very soon. So I've eaten my dinner. We had Chinese, yeah. I don't like curry. I'm one of these weird people in the world who doesn't like curry. Sad to say that. You eat like a bird. I wish I ate like a bird. I eat like a vulture. Oh, I had a friend. She had coleslaw with everything. Every meal had to have coleslaw, yeah. You know, I eat like a vulture sometimes, yeah. I don't like curry at all. Don't like the taste of it. It's not the heat of curry. It's one of the spices. As soon as I taste it, you're pregnant, are you? Oh, well, I'll make you some booties then. Don't worry about it, Trev. We'll all rattle around and make something for you if you're pregnant, yeah. I think Nathan's pregnant if he keeps eating them pickled onions. He's been eating jars and jars of pickled onions, has Nathan. And I feel so sorry. What did I have? I think it was Fu Young. I'm not sure. It was some kind of an egg dish, yeah. You're overdue with twins, are you, Nathan? With all them pickled onions you keep eating. Have you been able to see the boys with all this lockdown, Nathan? I eat certain fish, but not all fish, yeah. I don't like hot dogs. I don't know what there is about. I'll eat sausages, but not hot dogs. They taste a bit rubbery to me. I'm the same, Denise. I look as though I'm about to give birth at any moment, yeah. Cod chips and pickled onions, yeah. Well, the boys were here today, yeah, that's good. I was worried that in lockdown that you might not be able to see them. I'm looking forward to seeing my niece. Can't wait to see my niece. And Sue, of course, yeah. I don't know when I'll see Kelly, because it's not like she's got transport, and it's not like an accessible place to get to if you don't have any transport, yeah. I've not had a pickled egg. I don't think I've ever tasted one. This belly turns to Peter. Yeah. I know Kelly's kids have been off a lot of the times because of kids at school having COVID, yeah. My niece's kids are all back at school. Well, not her kids. I mean, she's a head teacher. She doesn't have any children of her own. Their kids have been back, yeah. Some schools in Manchester have had to close down, yeah. Because COVID cases, yeah. I don't know about my other niece. She was home tutoring her two kids, but she was also trying to work from home, as was her husband. So, you know, I don't know how she was managing it because her kids are quite inquisitive to be why, what for. Yeah. Nathan's laid an egg. I think he probably has with all them pickled eggs. No, I've never eaten a pickled egg. Never really fancied one. I like hard-boiled eggs, but again, when I was hard up and I had to take sandwiches to work, I used to take egg and cress every day. I bet they loved me in that canteen. I was fine with my first vaccine. I had a headache, but that didn't last 2 minutes. I love eggs. All kinds of eggs, yeah. Scrambled, fried, whatever. Boiled, yeah. Chopped up. My favourite is soft boiled and chopped up with salt and pepper and put them on toast. I love that. I haven't had a pickled egg, no. Never really fancied one, to be honest with you, Nathan. Never really fancied a pickled egg. I don't know why. But I do. I'd eat eggs every day, me. I love eggs. My favourite breakfast is poached egg on toast. I like that. We've actually found the egg poacher, but we haven't got a gas hob to put it on at the moment, so I can't have the egg on toast tomorrow. Can't have bacon. Oh, we might be able to have bacon because we've got the grill. We might be able to have bacon sandwiches tomorrow for breakfast. Because I noticed we've got some bacon in the fridge. Could have scrambled egg on toast, but I'm not sure that bread's still alive, if you know what I mean. I think we've had the bread a bit too long. Yeah, beans on toast are nice, yeah. Pickled okra. Oh, I hate okra. It's like snot. Slimy snot. That's what. Yeah, egg and tomato I quite like. I like egg mayonnaise as well. Tell you, when you're stuck for money, which I have been at many times in my life, it's amazing what you eat. It's cheap. Egg and chips, and more egg and chips, yeah. I don't like kippers. No, don't like kippers. They smell the house out as well. I hadn't had them for years and years and years, and I thought, oh, they had some boil in a bag kippers, and I thought, oh, I'll try them, see if I like them. No, they're too salty for me, too like. It's like I don't like, they put anchovies on your pizza. I don't like Finny haddock. Oh, no. Finny haddocks are kippers. My son likes mackerel and things like that. I'll eat sardines and I'll eat pilchards, but I don't like any kind of smoked fish. No, I don't like that. Yeah, well, it's nearly 1 o'clock, girls and boys, so I think I'm going to go to bed now. Use my cold cream to take off my face, yeah. Good night, Mia. Yeah, we've missed you as well, dear. Yeah, you've been missed. And I don't know where Miguel's gone. He must have nodded off. So I shall bid you all farewell, and I will see you all next week. And I'm going to tidy up after myself. And go to bed, bows. Good night, everybody. Oh, it'll be the same time as usual because we don't have our time change until after midnight next week. Yeah. So thank you, everybody, for your company, and I will see you all next week. So bye for now. Bye. Say goodbye to Miguel if anybody sees him and comes back. Bye.